dibs, otherwise I will volunteer.
It's all you, bud.
All right, ready? Bad jokes, pre-warning, in a props.
Is this my 9th or my 10th?
Stop. Just a stop.
All right, so we said Malin.
Yes. I just need to remember if this is my 9th or 10th point.
My dog keeps bumping into my desk and it's freaking me out.
Oh, this is my 10th,
He
actually.
was doing that last night, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He misses you. He needs more dad time.
he does get very needy right around when I go to work. All day he's just sleeping on the floor. Then it's work time. He's like, "Hey, want to stick my face all over in the desk area and knock into things, and knock over my monitor." All right. So Malin is scribe. Malin is also quartermaster. This is this your 4th week? Yeah, this is your 4th week. Because you would have been 4th last week, but you weren't here.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's fair.
It is not the 30th of November. That date is incorrect. Let's see, 14th. Did we skip 2 days?
I have.
Well, there was Thanksgiving and then there was last
Oh,
week.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
So we had a week in between that we played, I think.
All right,
Yeah.
that's weird. Why is the date all weird on that? All right, well, in any case, Chomsky, as the previous scribe, could you take us through the events of last time?
For sure. As the night settled over our hidden refuge, a disquieting absence lingered in the air. The three kings, our stalwart allies, were yet to return, leaving a palpable tension amongst our ranks. An uneasy rest befell us, and as the dawn approached, our concerns transformed into unsettling reality. The three kings were still absent. Worry gnawed at our collective conscience, and Hohenheim, ever the beacon of arcane prowess, reached out through magical means, the leader of the three kings. His concentrated efforts bore fruit, but the message we received only deepened our apprehension. The three kings were entangled in Pitchfire territory, navigating the labyrinth of depths of the Dervin warehouse. The mention of the Pitchfire family sent shivers down our spines, for we held a covert agreement to eliminate them. The unexpected connection between the Pitchfires and the enigmatic D-bags added to the layer of complexity to our already intricate web of alliances and conflicts. In our quest for clarity, we turned to the only available source, a live stream that promised insights into unfolding events. As we gathered around to watch, the shadows of uncertainty cast their pall over our faces. The situation was far from straightforward, and the interplay of factions and motives eluded our understanding. Our journey into the tunnels brought an unexpected encounter with a trio of vagabonds. Two of them seemed sympathetic to our cause, readily accepted Glenn's gesture of goodwill. However, the third, haunted by unseen demons or paranoia, erupted into accusations of intrusion into his mind. A subtle disturbance in the air hinted at a presence we hadn't perceived before, sparking realization unseen forces be at play. That was Hohenheim. Further down the tunnel, we stumbled across a colossal figure, an imposing giant god in mortal guise. The sight sent chills down my spine, but before any words could be exchanged, Glenn, with a decisive act, whisked us away from potential danger. The mysteries and threats lurking in the underground passages left us in a state of heightened alertness. Back at our hideout, the looming uncertainty pushed Hohenheim to investigate the Three Kings' bedroom, driven by the suspicion that magical crackers might be hidden within. Was a necessary intrusion and precaution in the face of potential betrayal. Finally, the Three Kings returned, their mission accomplished, but our relief was tinged with the awareness that our journey had grown more complex. Our discussion over a meal, though filled with the clatter of metal jaws, lacked the usual warmth. The decision loomed: we had to befriend a guard to gain entry into the forge, a pivotal step in our mission to dismantle the giant government. Yet beneath the surface of this strategic endeavor, the Shadow Lords lingered in our collective consciousness, a reminder of the overarching threat that demanded our attention. I'll end there.
Thank you for that recap. So when we ended, it was the 10th of spring at 2 p.m. You were in the Three Kings base, kind of thinking about your next moves. I don't remember if we were doing any downtime stuff. I think we had a couple of things in progress.
I wasn't allowed because I'm too suspicious.
Yeah, you're at this point your notoriety is going to make it really dangerous to go up to the surface without a disguise of some kind. Oh. So yeah, what is the plan? What do we want to do?
Are we sticking to the revolution?
Right now, I think there was some talk of which families you were going to side with. There's kind of a choice to be made. There was talk of a way to hopefully unite everyone, but no real progress was made on that yet.
Yeah, I think they're looking at is figuring out a way to get into the forge.
Side note, Matt, did you give me 10 spells of disguise self?
That would be the spell storing item I can make.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that.
I think we talked about it, but I still have it in my inventory.
Oh, I added it to mine, so I'll take it out of
Cool.
mine.
But if after what time of day is it? It's 2 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, so there is. I think there's still enough time in the day today to do a downtime day. Yeah.
So what do we have left outstanding for the heist? We just need to befriend the guard, and then we're good to go?
The guard I think you spoke to last time, right? Which one was it?
I think we did. It was the.
Oh yeah.
Or we watched
The drunk one?
shift or night shift. Yeah. I'm unhappy and a little bit drunk. We talked to him. I know. We talked to.
I did.
You did. Okay, that was cool. I forgot who you were talking to at the time.
This was a long time ago. Yeah, I'm trying to recall too.
Alright.
Okay.
Which guard was that? That was the. Let's see.
Oh, I just watched the.
Hang on, checking the notes.
Wait, say that again. What was the question?
Which of the guards did you make the deal with? I think it was Durden, the
Drunk
first
one.
Durden. Tyler Durden.
Yeah, I believe it was Durden.
Yeah.
That was the. I think that was the morning guard. Okay. So not the best time to break in, but a little bit easier to convince. Okay.
Wasn't the first guard all the serious one? I thought then the second one was
Yeah,
the
it was
drunk
the
one.
angry. Yeah,
The angry drunk one, and then the third one was looking shady or something.
So the evening shift guard was.
I have it written down. Foul mood, upset, scowling. The second guy was the drunk guy who snuck the flask. The first guy was the very keen and perceptive one. So we said not the first guy. We're definitely going with the second or third.
All right. Yeah. The keen and perceptive one is the evening one. The day ones were the ones that were a little easier, but the break-in time during the day is a little harder because there's more possible witnesses. So I think Durden was the morning shift. All right. So what are we doing for the rest of the day today? Is there anything in specific, or shall I just pass some time? Oh, it looks like we have an error.
Hey, Mary.
Hello.
So
I'm
Malin,
down for whatever.
Malin took over scribing for you, Arabelle.
Oh, thank you very much. I apologize. I lost track of time. I didn't realize it was already 8:30.
Alright, well, unless anyone says anything, I'm gonna pass some time. You all have projects you're working on, right? Does anyone need to start one, or are you all good for now?
I'm gonna another 50 gold pieces to make another what's it called? Healing potion.
Alright.
Oh. Wait, no, just kidding. Oh, I'm gonna restart my potion.
You're gonna restart your potion?
So I'll put a day towards that because I have 0 days because I just made one
Alright.
with our last.
So in the evening, the three kings would return, and Diddy is going to say, who is it? Wait, are we missing someone? I only see 5 of you in here.
No, I had to restart. Coming back in.
Okay.
Restart my browser. It was giving me trouble.
So I always forget everyone's name. Glenn, that's right. She would say, Glenn, one of your contacts was trying to get in touch with you. They left a message with one of my people, so you should probably take a look into that when you have a moment.
Okay. You would do that, assuming it's probably about the wanting to try and meet for some magical item sale with the one dwarf leader.
Do you have any contacts who owe you favors right now, or did you use those all?
Pretty sure we use them all.
Alright, so it's one of the people who you know. Yeah, apparently they wanted to speak with you about something. So you want to go meet them now?
Yeah, I would go take care of that. I would invisible up and go on my merry way.
Currently 10 p.m.
Okay.
You use invisibility to help lower the chance of detection.
Oh, wait. Is this the same day that we teleported back from the Forge Master thing?
Was it the same day? I thought we had passed some time.
No, yeah, because we watched all 3 guards for sure while he was gone. So we went through at least a full day.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same day. I think it's about 3 days after that.
Gotcha, okay. I just need to make sure I had my teleport available again. So I'm not, okay. Well, not going out without teleport.
Okay. So... And all of you, yeah, a day would have passed for your... Or 8 hours passed, so you could do the day for your downtime thing. So Glenn, you go up to the surface. Give me... I guess either... You're using invisibility, so give me stealth. Advantage. Let's see if you avoid complications. 14. Okay. So you go and speak with your contact. When you meet up with them, they say, apparently someone is looking for you and your group. Someone of a decent amount of importance. There's a... let's see, how would he describe this? Give me one moment to read some notes. He says the actions of you and the... He probably wouldn't know about the Three Kings. He says the actions of you and your group have caught the attention of some of the more secretive players within the city, and they're looking to learn more about your group and what it is you all are up to. They could be possible allies if it's played right. But before I gave them any more information, I wanted to check in with you. I can try to set up a meeting for you. I would just ask for 50 gold pieces, since, you know, I don't know you any more favors.
Well, you are about to be friends with somebody who's going to be very connected. So how about 25?
Give me a persuasion check, DC 12.
Cannot fail.
He says, yeah, I guess I could do 25. When are you available to meet with this person?
Well, anytime. My group's not really doing much right now. Just keeping on the down low. Since we got some heat on us, so whenever is available, I should be able to sneak away and have a chat.
This is all right. I'll talk to him and set something up for tomorrow. Now, I will say I don't know too much about these people, so be cautious. There's no way to know whether or not this is a trap. Because you are, you know, kind of extremely wanted by the fire giants as well as some of the dwarves within the city.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate the heads up.
So you pay him the 25, and he will, tell you to just come meet him tomorrow, I guess in the evening. And he'll give you the location.
Right. Heading back to any complications on the way back?
So do you have another use of invisibility?
I do, yeah.
Go ahead and give me another stealth check.
Man.
For those rolls. So you do find there are a couple of areas in the sewer that the giants are now looking around in, but luckily you don't have any issues.
Okay. I will note that. So I'm able to make it back without problem.
Yeah.
I would let everybody know that the giants are starting to search the sewers. So to be a little bit more careful on the way in and out. I would then ask for a volunteer to come with me on my pursuit, on my little diplomacy journey.
Did you tell
I
me
don't
some
think-
things about the giant god?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Was that mentioned in the recap?
No.
Alright, so just FYI to Malin, who had missed last time, the group
It was
is
snuck in there.
the group
but
is
yeah.
Apparently being pursued by almost like a demigod fire giant. So, yeah, apparently you pissed off some of the higher ups within the city.
From my understanding, so like, since a lot of people have played it, if we're talking Baldur's Gate terms, are we basically being chased by Ketheric?
Which one's Ketheric?
He was the in Act 2, the chosen of that you couldn't die. You had to.
Oh, the
Merkel.
necromancer guy, right?
Yeah, the chosen of Merkel, like the main boss of Act 2.
I mean,
Because he was like Merkel's chosen.
like power-wise, this guy's probably way more powerful than he was, but
Jesus Christ.
I'm super excited, guys. Like, after Meatloaf, it's been kind of, dry docks out here, guys. I need a new nickname, someone to get a nickname for.
all right, and go up against the giant lord. But Rando would seem a bit concerned by this. He says, "Shoot, I was hoping we'd keep a lower profile. Now they somehow found out we're in the sewers. Well, I guess nothing can be done now, just to move things along as quick as possible." He says, I don't really have a good secondary location for us, but, I mean, I'm sure we could find something if we have to abandon this place.
If we call the other guy Meatloaf, can we call this guy the Who?
I mean, you can call him whatever you want. I don't think he gave you his name, did he?
No.
He did.
He
Did
did?
He did, because he said it in like third. It's like,
oh, yeah.
he said,
it
like,
was,
Blob will keep hunting you.
Farrago, that's right.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he did give you
Why
his
don't we
name.
used to call him Froggo?
Ooh, good
Like,
memory.
Frogger, like the game.
It's a little bit bigger than a frog, that's the only thing. But, alright, so we'll pass time till tomorrow.
I would ask for a
volunteer as tribute.
Are you looking for someone to watch your back or someone to back you up in conversation? Is that
somebody
That's
may
great.
potentially do both, because I just feel like it would be better having somebody with me in case something goes down.
I literally have nothing better to do. I finished my thing, so I'm just skulking around here. So please take me. I really love these really intensive, high stakes meetings.
I also
Brando would say you might want to take everyone. If this guy really is unknown, you don't want to be caught without your friends.
Is anyone else having trouble hearing Malin?
Oh no, he sounds like he's across the room.
Yeah.
I turned him all the way up because
Okay.
yeah, I couldn't hear him either.
Sorry, that's working with the new mic. That's my bad.
That's fine. But yeah, that would be Rando's suggestion since
It might be wise, for
we don't
all
know
of us
these
to go.
people.
no.
unless you think that would be too intimidating.
That's what I'm worried about, but I
Well,
mean,
do you have a way
I've
of
seen you
getting
talk your way
away
out of
if
work.
yeah, can you get away if things go bad, Rando says?
I can always teleport out, but it's not infallible. That's why. I mean, I guess
Gears
they
would
chose
say
to locate. I mean, they chose the location, so they already kind of have the advantage. They probably have it scouted out. I'm sure it should be fine if we all show up.
Gears would say you have to be careful about teleporting. You've already done it a couple of times around them now. They might be setting a trap for some place where you can't teleport out of. It's usually how that works, because they do have magic users. And then she just goes back to her project.
Does anybody among us know short range teleportation like Misty Step?
I have Misty Step, yeah.
And I have my vortex warp.
Okay, because
Yeah,
correct me
it
if I'm
doesn't
wrong,
work
but
on me.
the spell that prevents teleportation in a certain area stops Misty Step as well, right?
That's a good question. I think it stops all teleporting.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if
And plant.
what if we countered their invitation with
Oh.
our own invitation and like only instead of actually showing up where they want us to show up, we somehow arrange for a note to be there with a third like a
Well,
neutral
isn't our
location.
contact the one who's I mean, he's not gonna snake us, right?
Well, as far as he knows, but I'm also worried that they might not go through that much trouble to meet with us.
Yeah, so your contact is probably trustworthy, but they don't really know the person. Who wants to do this meeting. So it's a risk. That's what they said anyway.
I think we can, if we get there, I could have somebody just Misty Step to make sure that teleportation is possible in that area.
You hear Hohenheim go, I can do that, I'm real good.
You know, just a short range Misty Step from one side and into the other, and if it works, then teleportation magic should be just fine.
All right.
But yeah, so should all of us go as a group, or do you want to go by yourself, Glenn? I would rather, be caught in a battle with everybody.
Yeah, let's go. I guess let's try to get a good night's sleep and get ready for shit to possibly hit the fan.
Now my other
Better to
question...
seem a little rude than die.
Yeah, probably. My other question is, do you all have ways of hiding yourself if you're all going?
Oh.
We have sort of disguises now. Didn't we buy a bunch?
Right, we got clothes.
You have
I'm
different
We
sure,
still
you
stand
know-
out as outsiders, but
I'm sure if I, wrap the cowl around my, my little cloak around myself, I'm sure no one can realize that it's a big metal man just walking down the hall. I'm sure it's, I can wrap it tightly enough.
Yeah, you all are kind of like huge people. Stand out a little in a dwarven city.
Speak for yourself. I'm gnome sized.
except for
except for
Chomsky and Arapel are. Yeah.
Two of us just need hooded cloaks, and we can fit right in with the crowd of dwarves.
Alright, so you're all doing disguises, but no one is actually trained with a disguise kit, right?
I got disguised clothing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we
that's
all
what
picked up clothing.
But yeah, no one has a disguise kit, right? Alright, so
Correct.
give me... I guess that... I'll say, maybe stealth or deception.
Did we long rest yet, or are we doing this tonight?
No, you long rested.
Sorry,
It's
I
the
stepped
next
away.
day.
Cool.
It's the 11th of spring at 8 a.m. Oh wait,
Cool.
no, that's right. He said come at the end of the day because he had to set up the meeting. So, yeah, we can
Cool.
pass this day, unless someone wants
I
to.
told you I'm stealthy.
So before we do this, because I forgot it's another day, we can say a day is passing if anyone's working on something. And in the evening,
Practicing smithing.
in the evening, you head out. So go ahead, give me stealth or deception.
Can I cast disguise self on myself?
If you use disguise self, I'll give you an advantage on either roll.
Deception is much better.
We're gonna flash a genius that to bump it up to a 14.
Oh man.
Well, 22 because you had advantage, right?
Oh, true. So it would be a wash.
Yeah.
Great.
So
That's awesome.
I think I just need Arapel.
Sorry, what was?
Stealth or deception.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I already rolled stealth. I just want to see what I would get. Deception. Yeah. Good choice.
Excuse me. Oh, all right. Well, unfortunately, as you are moving through the streets, you are detected.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Fun.
Give me a moment. My dog is very angry. I don't know why he's suddenly so active. This is what I get for letting you sleep. Alright, so yeah, as you're traveling through the streets, try and keep a low profile. A guard would suddenly recognize Arapel and you are engaged by a bunch of dwarves. Get them! Oh, sorry, I had to pull up a random map. Give me one moment. Oh, whoops, that's not. Wait, is that the one? No, that's not the one. Sorry, I put you on the wrong one. Give me one moment. Is it this one? I believe it is.
Oh no!
Okay.
This is why I didn't want to take it.
This is why I travel solo. Alright.
This is why I'm hot.
Party is loud as fuck.
You're about to get warned again, bud. Keep it up with the singing, and
You're mad because you not.
ain't wrong.
So Malin, Owenheim, Glenn, Uslog, Arapel, and Chomsky. So, up ahead, one of the stone guards has recognized you and is yelling for you to stop. And there are several other, excuse me, Dwagar in the street. Give me initiative rolls. Swear to God, I'm just never gonna be able to use Roll20 without lagging. All right.
Well, Arabelle's ready.
Yeah, that was the roll I needed for the stealth.
Well, Arabelle just knew that that he would be recognized, so he was ready.
Yeah, I think Arapel was selling so they could get the nat 20. They were too excited for combat.
Alright, so the first act is indeed going to be Arapel. What do you want to do? So the dwarf guard's like, hey, you there! And basically is now moving towards the group.
And they are acting hostile?
They've drawn weapons. They haven't attacked yet, but definitely approaching, telling you to stop.
Okay. And so there's 3 guards and then something else? Is that...
There's 3 guards in the street here. There is another more experienced guard here. And you hear some commotion now coming from the building here and here.
Fantastic. All right.
She says,
I'm gonna say...
so basically, real quick, she says, you there, you have a fugitive with you. Turn her over now, she kind of says to the group, as she has only recognized Arapel so far.
Oh, I'm the fugitive that he's saying they need to turn over?
He rolled a 3, so they recognized you.
I rolled a 3 on stealth. I mean...
Please,
No,
someone. We have to do the Obi-Wan. We have to do. These are not the droids you're looking for. Someone.
So...
Yeah, basically she's now approaching with her weapon.
Okay, so I would say to my group, like, you know, if possible, may I recommend non-lethal damage? We need not make more enemies in this city.
Uslag would nod.
Let's see. don't know if I just want to go in swinging. I hate going first. Unless I'm like
I feel your
an
pain.
assassin or an archer or something. Let's see. I mean, let me just. I'm gonna put bless on. Our frontliners. Let's do Malin and Chomsky and Uslov. And what just happened?
Fireball.
Alright,
I was trying to see. What the radius was.
there's this great thing called the measuring tool. You can use. And you can also
Oh,
make it
yeah.
so no one else can see that.
Oh.
So you cast Bless using a first level spell slot as your magic energy envelops which people?
Malin, Uslog, Chomsky.
Alright, so the three of you are blessed.
And
Bless up.
I'm going to yeah, okay. I'll move forward a little bit, but I'm just gonna say like we have no desire to have a fuss here in the street. Let us pass. We will harm no one among you.
Give me persuasion or intimidation.
Purple seems like an intimidation character.
All
What-
2 foot, 3'6" of her.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said. There was some background here.
Persuasion or intimidation.
Oh, no, I meant
Rituals.
someone said
Oh.
no.
So the dwarf guard doesn't seem worried or persuaded as they continue towards you. So that is it for you, I assume.
Yeah.
Glenn.
Glenn is going to move up to the front, and he is going to look at the dwarfs and what were the fire giants called? They're forge masters, right? The casters.
There's forge masters and forge callers are the two you know of that use magic.
Okay, the forge. What
Or
was
sorry,
the,
the only one you know of right now are the forge masters. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, and what about the ones with the shields?
Those are the
Dreadnought. Dreadnought. There you go.
dreadnoughts. Yeah.
That's the word that I was looking
Okay.
for.
Glenn is going to step forward and kind of valiantly look at these dwarfs and laugh, and he says, "Stand down, and no one needs to die. Go about your business. Me and my party have killed forge masters and dreadnoughts and snapped them in half and eaten them like they were candy. Do you think you and a couple dwarfs are going to be able to stop us? You're going to throw away your lives for giants that don't even care about you. Go about your business and let us go about ours."
Give me intimidation, DC 20.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh.
Flash of genius, flash of genius, flash of genius, flash of genius.
Flash.
Oh, well, that's actually a good point. Wait, we can use the bless first.
Oh, he doesn't have.
I'm not
Not for skill checks. You
That's
can
alright.
use
I'll
a
flash
you can use a second flash of genius.
Yes.
I will do that.
Okay.
Or you want to use yours? Okay.
So he seems a little bit worried. And that's it for you, Glenn. Any attacks or bonus actions?
I assume that was my action.
No, I was just speaking. So you do still have your action.
hold my action. It's gonna cast the spell slot even if I don't cast it.
You could dodge.
I am going to hold Eldritch Blast on the first one of these motherfuckers that makes a hostile action, that actually attacks somebody.
So as you give your warning, you kind of put your hand out and gesture as energy appears, even more threatening. Go ahead and mark yourself as concentrating. And the
Alright.
Dwager goes. He says, you have been told to give him up. You casting spells now. He's gonna chuck a javelin at you, which would trigger your reaction if you want to shoot at him.
And he just uses reaction speech to say, "Alright, kill them all."
21 and 20. Yep, those will both shoot the guy. Pew pew.
Alright, boom. Boom.
Alright, so he takes 8 points of damage. As he is basically moving up here and hurling his javelin. A 16? I think that does hit
Yeah.
you. Alright, actually. He moved
Glenn then
up
looks.
here.
Glenn looks annoyingly to Arapel.
6 piercing damage, and that's it for him. Carl, I assume, goes after
Yeah.
you. So why
Yes.
is he going?
Because I was late to resetting his initiate
Oh, alright.
roll.
Such a good synaptic static opportunity too.
Alright, well, let me move Carl then. To after you. So that's it for the guard. Owen.
I
Kill him.
I I am going to cast Calm Emotion.
Okay.
And I think I can hit all of them.
Oh, that means I can still hit all of them with synaptic static.
You're really all about killing.
It's
all
centered
of them.
on. It's centered on a blue, so I don't know. Hold on.
Go down one.
Yeah,
Go
there we
down.
go.
Alright. So they have to make
It's like Tetris.
charisma saves. So you chant, letting forth your psychic energy.
I'm also gonna silent spell cast it.
Alright, so go ahead and link it and spend the appropriate spell points. That
Don't
one
want them to
failed.
know that like I am casting this spell that is might be affecting them.
Failed.
Here.
That one failed. Stone card. Wait. Is this a charm effect, or is this considered a charm effect?
I don't think so. It doesn't say it anywhere. It's just suppress their emotions.
Regardless, say this guy has resistance, so his advantage. I think he failed though. Alright, so
So-
they all seem to calm down as your energies kind of flow over them. Anything else?
Yeah, I say to them, I was like, we are allies. We mean you no harm, friends. We are just looking to simply trespass here and not cause any more Dwagar deaths. So please just leave and pretend you never saw a thing.
They just seem indifferent. Like, But
And on that note, I just turn.
You don't think they're gonna just forget they saw you. But they don't seem hostile anymore. They seem very chill, like they just smoked or something. Huh. All right, Uslog.
I'm just gonna turn around and nonchalantly start walking away. Which way are we heading away?
Well, you were heading this way.
And we heard
Okay,
people.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
nonchalantly like keep walking. Like, hey, yeah, there's nothing to see here. Like, you guys are minding your business, you know.
All right, so go ahead and mark yourself as concentrating on that spell. You start walking down the street. Uslog.
Yeah, just like, hey, there's nothing going on here.
I would just. So, do we still hear commotion coming from other buildings?
Yeah, after the yelling, it sounds like there's movement in here and this building up here.
Okay.
So you don't know if you should go that way.
Yeah. Okay.
You
well,
don't
I'm
think
just
I should
gonna
go that way?
Well, it's too late for you. Actually,
Shit.
I assume you're all going to go this way now because you may have committed. But yeah, there might
Yeah.
be more guards coming from those buildings, or someone's coming.
Okay, I would say just prepare for others. I'm gonna just move here and dodge for now.
Okay.
'Cause I'm expecting them to come out.
The Dwergar was getting his javelin out. Now he's just kind of standing there. Malin.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just wait. Sorry, it's lagging a little bit. I'm gonna move diagonally. Sorry, there was stuff coming in. I'm not gonna make any attacks, but there noise here and where else?
Here. These two buildings.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go.
I'll mark the
30
guys
feet.
who are affected by calm emotions.
I'm gonna go here. I believe that is the max I can do, and take the dodge action.
Okay.
Um.
Alright, yeah, the stone guard is just kind of hanging out. I'm a little confused. No.
Oh, sorry. Bonus action Thunder Gauntlet's on though.
Okay.
Or-
I'm going to follow everybody else's cue and move forward. I can only move 25 feet. Oops, sorry. And then, whoops. And then, I'm gonna move Carl up next to me.
Alright, so Carl will follow along after you. That Dweger is still just hanging out. New round, Arapel.
All right, well, I guess I will run in swinging. Which ones are damaged, or was there one that was damaged?
No, we're not fighting them right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these ones,
This
the ones we can see are
North
calm.
was damaged.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
then
there
I
are,
guess
yeah.
Was
Which
damaged
way are we
by
going?
Walter's blast.
We're going south.
we're going south. Okay. All right. 10, 20, 30. I guess I'll dash if the party's planning to head south, because I'm not particularly fast.
Alright, so you keep moving south down the street. Glenn.
Glenn watches as he sees Arapel do like the only one he feels like that made the smart move. He's looking at everybody else and is like, why are you guys insistent on being surrounded by enemies? Did you all forget how to run? And he is going to action.
Alright, so you kind of run down the street after Arapel.
Just right behind you guys. I don't want to.
And then that'll be my turn.
Alright, so the Dweger is still kind of looking around like, huh? like confused. So a guy comes out of the house
and puts the enemy completely and puts all our allies completely surrounded. Like I just.
he is
No,
gonna.
it's a feeling, man. You haven't heard.
He is an interesting looking fellow. He looks down the street. He says, "What's all the commotion?" You see he has a hammer that has a bunch of, it's basically red hot, and a claw that's dripping with a green corrosive substance. He walks 25 feet this way. Says, "What's going on here? You!" He yells at her. He's like, "What are you doing? Why were you yelling?" She's like, "Huh?" He's gonna make an Arcana check.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Luckily, he's not very smart. He says, "What's going on?" He kind of is going to look now towards you guys. Let's say, what happened? That's it for him. And he kind of dodges for his turn. Hohenheim.
I just say, I'm like, "Oh yeah, sorry, Captain. Sorry, they just, you know, small mistake over here. We're just on our way now." As I start heading south.
Small mistake.
Give me a deception or persuasion at disadvantage. DC is 15.
Oh god.
I am going to use my inspiration.
Alright, give me a normal check. Oh, look at that. Alright, so he,
I can't see what it is yet. Hold on.
it's a 15.
Oh, okay, yeah. I passed.
He-
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't need to use magical guidance.
So he is sort of ignoring you right now, kind of looking at his guys and trying to figure out what's going on. Uslog. Or were you taking
I use
any
my
actions?
extra dash.
Alright, so
Yeah, I'm gonna use my
you
extra dash and
basically
get the fuck out of there.
well, you don't run off the map. You are in the process of
It's
retreating.
not usually the world.
The Dwager is still stoned. Malin.
Yeah, we're just booking you guys.
All three of your people have very briskly started walking down the block.
I can't see too far down the block.
You got
And
I
That's
want
where
to
we're
join
at.
them. That's what I was gonna say, but I don't see how far they went. That was that
You
good.
should
should
be
be
able
able to see them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who has
Like-
light sources on them right now?
I have.
Our party has goggles.
Well, I have.
tonight.
I have the night vision goggles though.
Yeah, we
Oh.
all have goggles of night or some sort of form of night vision.
For some reason, you don't have it on your token.
I think Arapel usually
There.
has some.
Oh, okay. How far did they get? Do I have to dash for that? Oh no, I don't need to. All right, I'll just go here and dodge.
All
Action
right.
over here.
The
We are kind of heading south and
The stone guard is still stoned. Chomsky.
That's so rad.
I'm going to use half my movement to mount Carl.
Away. All right, and just like kind of nonchalant.
And,
just
yeah.
ride your
Oh,
mechanical
and I'm also
water
going to
out.
say the thieves. Chase them.
What?
And I'm going to say the thieves, they went that way. Chase them.
He says there were thieves. Give me a deception check.
Oh.
DC 15.
That sounds awful.
Uh,
Oh, no way I'm making this.
Flash it in
But
yourself.
I'll yeah.
That's not-
the thieves want that.
Good try,
He looks
Chomsky,
like
good
right at you, and he's like, "What thieves? You there? Stay right there."
He's just-
I will
just-
say I have a meeting to get to. I'm running late. And
He says,
Command
"You're
Carl
gonna
to
be
dash."
running into my claw if you move." And you're just going.
yeah.
All right, so you ride down the block on Carl's turn. He's like, "Hey, I said stop."
Why do people talk that shouldn't talk?
I was like, come on.
Alright,
We got
Dwargar
that.
is still stoned. Alright, new round. A fellow emerges from the north house. He says, "Oh, what's going on? We having a fight?" He will roar, suddenly growing in size.
What?
The north.
Comes running up. You see some sort of glowing, like, psychic energy coming out of his fist. And the hammerer yells, "Stop that gnome!" He's like, "Okay.
I'm not a gnome. I'm a Dwager.
Stop
was
that
disguised.
Dwager!" Alright. From the south house, another guy appears. What is happening up here? He comes running up here. He would, So you guys are all kind of retreating. He is going to say, "You better stop, friend," and he's gonna point his finger at Chomsky and ready in action as you're retreating. Arapel. So luckily, they haven't noticed you. You kind of were the first to get out of here. So at this point, you can retreat if you want. Basically, just keep moving into the crowd and disappear.
Is there any of our party that's still in danger,
Uslag, Malin.
So far, I've only had one turn. I feel like.
Yeah, this
Which
is
is
my third
interesting.
turn, so if you've only had one, then that doesn't sound right.
Did
Yeah.
we skip
'Cause I
over
would have
you
moved.
after Hohenheim? Yeah.
Maybe.
I thought that too, Carly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
think
just realizing that now.
That happened.
Alright,
Okay,
so
yeah, I
what
would've
did you
just
do
moved to
for
join the
last turn? Alright, so you
I
moved
would have just
down there.
moved 5 to.
Okay. Yeah, as long as. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so at this point the group is retreating, unless you're gonna stop, you know.
No, I don't think so. That was not in my.
Alright, so as you're riding away, he's gonna take some blasts at you.
Well, I was gonna hypnotic pattern them on my turn.
Oh, alright. So Glenn.
So because the 4 are all chill, I'm going to use my bonus action to unsettling words on this guy because he looks like he can cast, and then I'm going to drop a hypnotic pattern here to try and put these 3 guys who are aggro to sleep.
Alright. So you explode the area with a hypnotic pattern.
To sleep.
The Mind Master. Was this a wisdom save?
Yeah. Yeah, they have disadvantage.
Well, he has advantage, so that would cancel.
Alright, well, that's a wash.
And he is doing a wisdom save. Ooh, 24.
Oh.
So I think he's gonna... Now you gave him a minus D10?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll that. I think you need a 5.
Oh!
Alright.
Hey.
So he would fail, being affected
Watch.
by the hypnotic pattern, become charmed. The hammer is a wisdom save. Now,
The hammer.
Does this guy have spell resistance? He does not. Okay. So just a normal disadvantage wisdom save. He would fail, so he becomes charmed.
Good rolls at the -3 though, dude.
The big guy, the soul blade guy, it's disadvantage.
Right.
Nope, he would fail. So yeah, they all are affected by the magics as you all retreat into the crowd.
Yep, I just say book it. Oh, yeah, use my 30 feet to run down to the crowd.
Alright, so you successfully escape the area. Giving them the slip as as your spell will give them plenty, or give you plenty of time to disappear. That's the only issue you bump into. And you would make it to your contact a little bit later. Who says,
That was pretty crazy, guys.
That was really crazy.
yeah, looks like it's getting more dangerous to travel through the city. But yeah, your contact would say, I arranged a meeting at the park near where you did your performance.
Oh, lovely.
So that's where the guy will meet you. So
All right.
head over there, which actually you're not too far away.
To the park.
To the
For our
park.
date.
My dog is pacing a bunch still. I don't know why it's so freaked out. But anyway,
Maybe there's a fey creature running around in your house.
it's always possible.
They don't seem to like those.
It's a ghost.
Could be a ghost. But yeah, you kind of come into the park area, the site of the horrible massacre only about a week or so ago.
Oh, that's where I went on my date with Diddy.
Also, where you
I mean-
went on your date with Diddy.
I mean, yeah, that was it's so bad.
Also-
what a tragedy. It was a good concert though.
Memories.
Yeah. Overall mixed. You know, it mixed. You know, we can chalk it up to mixed memories.
So after arriving, probably about 10 minutes pass when
Oh,
yeah.
well, before that, I would, as we arrive, I would just quickly ask, is Hohenheim that has a Misty Step?
Let me do it, and I would use one of my vortex warps to move Glenn 5 feet.
Zord?
Yeah, it functions normally.
Okay, all right. So this place hasn't been pre-warded at least.
So yeah, like I said, you're waiting there for about 10 minutes, keeping an eye out. When
Can I cast Rary Telepathic Bond during that 10 minutes?
yeah, sure, you start casting it, and the 10 minutes would pass. But yeah, like I was saying, a dwarf would approach the group as you're waiting. He says, you know, those aren't the best disguises. You're still pretty easy to spot. My apologies.
We know. We are aware that disguise is not among our skill set.
This is perhaps I'm being a bit rude. I just worry for you, as if we might be working together. I don't want you to be captured. Says, my name is Dougdrin West, and I've been sort of watching your group's progress with a certain amount of interest. Am I correct in assuming that you are enemies of the fire giants? One thing to note about this guy, he is not actually a deep dwarf. He is a normal dwarf.
Yes, fuck fire giants. We even ran into Mr. Farrago himself.
Says, oh, I know. He's hunting your group, which is why I'm surprised you are brave enough to be walking around up here with such paltry disguises. But in any case, I'm also not a friend to the Fire Giants. Myself and my organization, for our own reasons. And I will say, Hohenheim, you actually recognize this guy.
Oh.
He was the one who was following you that one night. The dwarf, do you remember?
Oh, that you didn't
Alright,
tell us
no.
about.
You didn't tell us that you didn't tell him about?
Yeah.
So,
what happened?
yeah. What?
What
It
happened
was a
tonight?
while ago.
Do you remember there was a dwarf following you that you didn't tell the group about?
Oh, and I talked to him. Right,
yeah,
right.
you mentally talked to him.
And you just said,
So-
there's
Yeah.
everything.
So yeah, this is the
Legacy.
this is the guy you believe.
I'll just go, hello again, friend.
Looks at you and says, "I'm sorry. Do I know you?"
Do you not know me?
Don't think.
What did I do?
This is
I start going into like massive detail about that night.
He kind of sighs and looks at you and says, "Are you really a spy master? You're not very good if you are one."
Yeah. I said, no, you didn't hear that.
He says, "Yes, I do recognize you. I was hoping to, in any case, I am Dougrin West of the Deep Frost Spy Network. Since your friend here has kind of given away more about my my possible associates, I might as well just be upfront. We have an interest in seeing the Giants lose control of the city. And this is one of the best possibilities we've seen in a while for that to possibly happen." And I was hoping that my group could offer you some assistance in your push to accomplish this. I just wanted to meet with you first and ask a few questions.
Do I know anything about his spy network?
Oh, you are you have that background too, don't you?
Yeah.
Give me a I'll say history check. This will probably be a disadvantage. And actually anyone can make this. DC is 15. It's kind of a difficult check, and it is a disadvantage. Okay.
Thinking like, nope. And it's like, what was this guy? What was it? Did he say the network name was?
The Deep Frost Network.
Deep Frost. I'm like, Deep Frost. Isn't that when you're really cold?
He says it's a condition that can occur within the deep. It is kind of what our founder named our organization after. But yes, you are correct. It is a condition of extreme cold, but it's more akin to being beneath Gaia than something that would be out in the open air. He says, our name is kind of old. We've been in existence for a long time, though obviously a good spy network name is not usually well known. And being from the deep, I wouldn't expect you to have heard of us. We do have a chapter within the city, however. It's because we like to keep tabs on the goings-on of cities close to the surface, even those that are not technically within the deep. So, my first question to you is, why is it that you're looking to bring about the downfall of the Fire Giants? Doesn't seem like something that surface dwellers would care much about.
He looks over at Arapel, and he does speak through the telepathic bond, and he says, I know probably a lot of you are not going to agree with me, but For some reason, I just feel like we should be truthful to this guy and tell him what we're really here for. I have a feeling.
I mean,
I
just
think it's
like
important to
beating
keep
up fire giants.
the Shadow Lord stuff quiet.
Well,
So
and that's
tell them
fine. But the
Okay.
actual like reason we're here, like what we're looking for, like your actual goal, I
Well,
think.
he didn't ask why we're here. He asked why we are trying to take out the giants, and
But that's one of the reasons though, because it's gonna make
Well, that's
accessing
not
Well,
the
it
reason.
easier.
That's not the reason.
the reason we're doing this to help the Dwagar.
So as you're kind of looking back and forth at each other, he says, a telepathic bond by chance?
Yeah, very much
Yeah.
so.
He
We
nods and says,
appreciate your
"Smart."
patience.
Oh no, that's fine. This is probably a big decision, so take your time. He kind of looks around a little nervously because again, you guys are not well disguised.
Is there somewhere better we could have this discussion where us six are not standing out in the open with my llama?
This is this is a fairly private area of the park when there's no concerts going on, but we should be okay, just as long as we don't take too long.
Yeah.
We
So-
have. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead. We're overthrowing the fire giants for the Dwagar people, right? Like we could have given up on all of that a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, we have. There's various reasons why we've come down here, but we didn't come here with the original intent to overthrow the fire giants. But kind of after seeing how much of a dick they are and how they treat the Dwager, figured it's time for a faculties change.
It's quite a bold thing to undertake for someone just casually passing through the city. This is what do you attempt to, or what do you hope to gain from this? I guess what's why go ahead.
History books and the telepathic bond. I would say to be in the history books.
There's all
Want
sorts
my
of
name
reasons.
recorded forever.
Some of us want the prestige. Others, there are places that need to be accessed that make it tricky when the fire giants are in control. For some of it's altruistic. For some of us, it's more material gains. I mean, if we have an entire civilization of Dwager thankful to us, there's the possibility of all sorts of crafts and items and trade long term that could be, begotten from a good deed such as this. So
I like to beat up fire giants. I just very
Yeah.
I just
And-
feel
and some
like
of
a
us,
meathead say that.
just like to fight strong opponents. So
Friends.
there's as many reasons as there are a number of us, honestly.
Says, does your group have a name? Would I know you by perhaps a mercenary band that you're all part of?
You
Steel
may-
Shadow.
I believe that we call ourselves the Splitlanders. They used
We're
to go.
familiar with the Steel Shadow.
No, he's asking,
used to-
are you part of the Steel Shadow?
We used to go by another name, but since I've joined, the name has been Splitlander.
Splitlanders. What was your old name?
He turned to the rest of the party.
Foxgloves. I mean, I would
Oh.
say that via the bond.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, Eric is not.
Then
Oh,
you
yeah.
would- you would-
Yeah, I guess Uslag would probably say it, because she had the most connection to them.
You say Foxgloves. He looks to you and says, "Oh, would that make you Uslag then?"
Yeah, she would raise an eyebrow. I
Do
suppose.
you know about the famous Uslav because of my ballads? And he smiled.
He says, "Well, I know a couple of you. I know you, Glenn, and I know you, Hohenheim, due to your backgrounds. I know of your group through some stories that were told by a certain drow assassin who spent some time with you." But
ARO?
he nods. He says, "But I don't know many of you. Obviously, there's only so many stories that get deep underground." He says, "You're supposedly all very powerful and very talented. This might actually work." Kind of a
I
half
pick my
smile.
teeth and say,
I
"Yeah,
like
you
him,
know,
Glenn.
yeah, I've been looking forward to someone after Meatloaf," and I pick my teeth.
He says, "Indeed. I'm not sure who Meatloaf is, but this could work out." So, well, do you have any questions for me? I feel like I've been dominating the conversation. I don't wish to be rude.
What is your interest here in helping get rid of the fire giants?
Says, well, the Deep Frost Network would like to solidify a position within Rowan's. I always forget the name. The position in the Roa calls. Due to the fire giants being a bit unpredictable, we've not had the best of luck so far. But with the chaos you've been causing, we've seen an opportunity to maybe, out with the old and in with the new, as they like to say. And that's where I come in. Myself and my network.
Can you tell us anything about Flugelhorn?
He says, "Who's Flugelhorn?"
Fire Flugelhorn.
Flugel.
The big guy. The
He says, "I don't."
Farrago.
Oh, Farrago. He says,
Yeah, him.
Well, he is a extremely powerful fire giant. He would like to think himself a god, but he's just a very powerful enemy. I would not underestimate him, but at the same time, he's not invulnerable. Just very dangerous.
Does he have
So he's a fraud. Got it.
any
Okay.
weaknesses in case we have to fight him?
Not particularly. He has very powerful fire attacks, so if you can shield yourself from fire, that would be a good start. And I know that he is supposed to be a very dangerous hunter, but I don't know much more than that. I know that the Forge Masters are very upset that you've killed some of their ranks, and they're working on some sort of secret magics to trap you and kill you once and for all. I've heard whisper. We have people kind of inside their ranks keeping an eye on things.
You have fire giants on your payroll?
This is no, not fire giants. We have people who can stealth, who can sneak and spy.
Oh.
People who watch, either with magic or with quietness from the shadows. They deliver us information. But yeah, as I was saying, I'd like to help you with your project if you truly wish to form or do a revolution in the city.
I mean, what's your influence with the I mean,
With what?
the four families.
Says, well, we know of them and we operate through them. I'll tell you this: if there is a revolution, we probably will have to take out one or two of them.
Damn it! I was hoping. Something that was I was going to ask next is that there are two families that just seem to refuse to fucking work together.
He says, I wouldn't suggest going after all the families just because we will need some help. But I don't see a way of getting them all on our side just because of the hatred some of them have towards each other. And certain other ones are too friendly with the fire giants, so I wouldn't trust them at all. But before I say too much, is my help and the help of my network something that your group would want?
Viva
yeah,
la
definitely.
revolución.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is alright. Well,
Like sweet words, wise man says.
sorry, what was that?
Said I like the sweet words, wise man says.
Oh, you're very odd for a spy master, you know that?
That is just disguise sometimes.
Says, well, you mentioned not wanting... Did you say that out loud, Glenn, that you didn't want to have to fight any of the families, or was that more in, like, your mind?
No, it was. I didn't say I didn't want to. Just saying that it was hoping for a way to. I was hoping for a way to do it, but I'm not against it. It was just.
But you
saying
did say
you
that
know,
out loud, right?
Yeah, that it
Okay.
seems like it's almost impossible to.
So he'd look to you and say, well, I myself can't really think of a way that there wouldn't be fighting, not without a lot of risk that isn't necessary. Do you have an idea of how we'd unite all four of them? Perhaps you know something I don't.
Well, we're halfway there. So.
One of us had the idea of interfamily marriage, but it would take
Romeo and
quite some
Juliet!
convincing.
He says that would be quite the long-term investment. Feel more like we should strike while the iron is hot. I don't think we have time to try to intermingle some of the enemy families. And I mean, even if we did somehow unite them in that way, we still don't know for sure we could trust all of them. I think the less of them we have to worry about, the better. That would just be my advice.
Well, we are at halfway there. What's the family to the right that owns to the right of the Molten Child? What's the name again?
That was
The B-Bags?
Who?
That was the Davalis. He says they're
Oh,
the
yeah,
ones
the
who are
Davalis.
the most friendly to the giants.
Yeah, I mean, we had a tip that if we offered the Molten Chapel to them, they might rebel against the Fire Giants.
Might.
But you think they would just betray us, is what you're saying.
He says, I don't know, but I don't like variables. I know we can probably solidify two of the families. I
Yeah,
think
we did
the Davalis are the most unknown. I wouldn't even try to recruit them. I'd say we should just take them out. But two of the other three, I mean, you already, from what I heard, have got the ear of Kesbin. So at this point, I think you would just need to choose between the Deep Axe and the Pitchfire. Both would be valuable allies. One more martial, the other more magic-based. We could try to unite them again. We're playing with fire if we do that.
I mean,
He would say...
well, let's phrase it this way. Do we care if they fight after the revolution with each other?
Says that is something I would care about, as we have to gain power after the revolution happens.
Wouldn't it be
Deep
easier
Frost.
for you to gain power if, those two, if they decide to snap and go at each other after the revolution?
Says it's not that kind of power. We specialize in black markets and thieves guilds. We don't directly rule. So
Well,
instability.
still, chaos is wouldn't that be helpful to you guys?
Not if we're trying to do trade routes. He says we'd be more interested in a city that is no longer ruled by the fire giants and is also not at civil war with itself. Basically, we
And
want
do
to
we have to
solidify
make
the
this
dwarven
decision
powers.
right now, or can we talk about it and meet you at some other point?
He says, "Oh no, I was just speaking to you. We don't have to decide now."
Very wise.
I would ask though, where are you currently situated, so I can get in touch with you in the future?
Via the bond, I would say we should not reveal the king's.
Once again, like everyone's looking at each other.
Can we just use again during the bond? Can we just keep using the guy that as our contact point?
Sure.
If he's
Yeah,
willing.
I'd also say in the telepathic bond, you could tell him we're planning on changing locations, so we'll give him a new one. That's sort of true, maybe.
All right. So what do you?
All right, yeah, we're gonna tell him. For now, let's. We might be changing locations, but for now, let's. How you reached us was good. Keep using that contact. Or study.
So he says that might make things a little difficult here, and he is going to take out a small stone. He said this is something known as a sending stone. I can use this to get in touch with you a lot easier. And he, I guess, will hand it to Glenn, as you were sort of talking through for the group.
Hands what?
He's handing you a sending stone.
Oh, okay.
He says, this will help me quickly get in touch with you, and I think you can get in touch with him through this too.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone have one of these?
Arapal has one that, was it Shaith or... Yeah. Wasn't it?
Oh.
Or am I mixing up my games?
You might be mixing up your games.
Okay.
I think
Never
she.
mind.
Yeah, I feel like she gave us a sending stone.
Look, did this group find her in the giant camp?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then
Okay,
yes,
so
Arapel
you do
has a
have one
sending
then.
stone because Arapel did a really good persuasion check for her to like work with us, and so she gave her
Yeah.
a sending stone. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, he hands you one of the sending stones, Glenn. He says, use this to get in touch with me, but just to let you know, it can only work once a day, so be sparing in its use. I'll contact you when I'm ready to speak again. He says, so one thing I will ask of you, just to kind of start off. I don't really need money for my assistance, but I would like you to... He says, I might ask for some favors during the revolution, just to make sure our people are well positioned to have power in the new society. So, I'm basically asking for a favor that I'll present to you in the future. Does that work?
Telepathically, I'm going to say, well, if it's a favor with a time frame of exclusively within the revolution, I don't see a problem with that.
I mean, we will not commit to a favor before we know it, but if...
Well, the constraint is... I mean, the constraint is it's inside, like, you know, he's not going to ask us a favor, like, anytime down the road, it's specifically within the revolution.
Still, I will not agree to an undisclosed favor in advance. I will only agree at the time that the favor is distinctly clarified.
So, I guess what would you say back to him, Glenn?
I think we should, that we should be able to help.
You agree to this favor?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we can at least. Okay. I'd
He's-
say in like our head, we can at least agree to consider any favors that he would require of us, perhaps.
Yeah.
That,
All right. Is that what you're
that's what I
saying?
would say.
Or Uslag doesn't say anything?
So that was in our telepathic bond.
Yeah. All right. So you said yes, and he says,
Well, I mean, okay, so Arapel said aloud that he will not personally agree to a favor before knowing the specifics of the favor.
says, well, I don't feel I'll be asking anything too too out of place, but I guess you could refuse the favor if you think it is completely unreasonable. But assuming my favor is reasonable, I would ask that you help me out in a time of need.
Strictly within the revolution, right?
This is yes. It will most likely have to do with us getting a seat of some sort of power or authority within the city as things happen.
Telepathically, I'll turn to Glenn and be like, yeah, I think that's game. If we strictly within the revolution would consider a reasonable favor, I think that's a credit, yeah.
He says, excellent. Because Glenn already kind of said yes. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, it was good speaking to you all. I shall be in touch soon. One little bit of information that you might find interesting. The giants are moving some... they're moving some crates through the Kesben area towards the mines. We don't know what they are, but we believe they might be something of value. And all the dwarves moving them are giant loyalists, so they're the perfect group to attack.
Quick question. Thank you for the tip. Do you know how many giants? Like they're just their gross totals?
Within the city? It says,
I mean, if you can break it down, or like
my guess is at least 100, but we don't have the exact numbers of giants. But our information...
we slaughtered a decent amount. I don't think there's like 1,000 giants. Like, we are whittling down the numbers, no?
Says, oh yes, you've certainly put a bit of a dent in their ranks. They've definitely noticed you, which is why they're, as I said, putting together some sort of plan to capture and kill your group. They know of your attacks on their mind, so be prepared to face giants who are more resistant to that. As well as the hunter, of course, who is looking around for you. It says, in any case, I will give you the information on where the dwarves are moving the crate. And whether or not you choose to attack them is up to you. It will be very dangerous because, of course, you'll be in the middle of the city. So you probably only have a small amount of time before reinforcements are upon you. But I would suggest hitting this shipment. It could be useful for the fights to come. He says, you have a day to think about it as they're moving those crates tomorrow. And with that, he gives you a bow and says, I hope we shall speak again soon. And he would.
I hope so as well.
Basically walk off towards the south. So what do you want to do?
I mean, I guess we should head back and then ponder a little.
Alright, so you head back underground, turning to the base. So it looks like the shipment is going to be moved tomorrow in the afternoon. Basically, they're moving some crates through the city. From what the paper says, it doesn't give much information on what the crates are or why, just that they are heavily guarded by some of the elite Wager. Not the giants themselves. This would be a fight with the dwarves.
That seems strange. Like, if it's valuable, why aren't the giants themselves moving this? It might be a trap.
Always safe to assume.
Did we ever agree to a meeting with Kesben to trade some stuff for those two items?
I don't think so. I don't think you've done much talking to Kesbin. Did you have something he wanted to trade for those?
Well, he
After we
wants
looted-
a soul crystal, but
Oh yeah, that's right, the soul crystal.
just a small ask.
And then we looted that vault and had all those other magic items, and we talked about trading some of them away for the book.
Yeah,
and
you
tried-
tried to talk to him,
Yeah.
but you were turned away because basically they said you're too hot right now. They don't want
Yeah,
you.
he had to pretend that he was
Oh yeah.
chasing us out.
Yeah,
Okay. He said he would contact us when it was safe to meet, but we couldn't just show up at their place out in the open like that with everybody watching.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they did the fake, get out of here, go.
Yeah, and they chased you away.
But we haven't actually been turned away, right?
Well, for now, like he said, he's unable to really talk to you. It'd be too much scrutiny, so he doesn't want to attract attention.
Yeah,
So, what do you all want to do?
I feel like it's a good
You guys
idea
are
to
really
hit this.
quiet.
Yeah. Should we hit this? Should we?
Well, like I said, I mean, if it's valuable to the Giants, why are they themselves not transporting this?
I'm sure they are not far away, but they are their slaves.
Oh,
Right.
sorry, real quick. Also, are you trying to hide this information from the Three Kings, or are you telling them what happened?
That's a question.
I'm game to tell them. I don't.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see why we would, hide anything from them
All right.
at this
So
point.
if you involve them in the conversation, they would say, "I don't know about this. I feel like we're bringing too many people in on the job." Does he know that we're planning to loot the vault?
She didn't mention
No.
your group
No.
at all.
Yeah, he didn't ask too many questions, which was kind of nice. I mean, he asked, like, what our motivations or, our reasons for doing this were, but
Well, a spy network usually has very set goals.
all right. He probably knows what he already needs to know.
Yeah, he's probably not going to tell you what those goals are, but I'm certain that those goals are going to align with you doing this revolution. He says, yeah, I don't know if I like this.
So we have the choice of hitting the Molten Chapel right now or starting this revolution right now.
Well,
It
no,
seems
no,
like-
hold on. We still need. We still have two families. Like we can't just launch the revolution and then we didn't deal with the other two families. So the revolution is we're two families short of being dealt with, either like physically dealt with or politically dealt with. But so that is halting us.
He says, Miranda would say, "You sure we can't just steal stuff and then leave?"
No, because then I don't
Big
go fight the Frogger.
I mean, we could, but that would be bad. We are good.
He says, well, I don't know how bad it would be. We'd all get a lot of gold and go our separate ways. That was the original plan, right?
I pat him on the head. I understand, and no.
Well, I mean, I guess doing the revolution would make the looting easier, since the Giants would be hopefully dead or chased away. But it just seems like a lot more difficult, and now we have some spy network kind of coming in on our business here, who we don't know much about.
Well, when can we hit the Molten Chapel? And when is this caravan that we gotta hit?
So the
Caravan's
caravan is tomorrow. We at this point we can hit the Molten Chapel whenever we want. We have the three pieces of information. I just need probably another 3 days to finalize things, but after that we're good to go.
Instead of
And I'm
perhaps instead of hitting this caravan that we suspect may be a trap, the whole situation seems suspicious. Perhaps we should surveil it instead. Maybe even with the help of Diddy, since she is far better at stealth and disguise than many of us.
Diddy says, I didn't hear anything about a caravan. No, I guess I don't know everything that's going on in the city. Yeah, I could probably observe it from a distance.
If it is important to the Giants, then that might be why they've kept it secret. But again, it is, I think, a
Not that
distraction
important.
from. It is a distraction from the plans we've already made, and it may well be a trap, or there may be more to it than we know.
Well, what do you need me to do? Just watch it?
Perhaps, yeah. Any attempting to discover the contents of those crates could give us some answers or new questions.
I don't know if she can discover, but again, if there's like any giants,
Diddy.
She says, yeah, it would be hard to see what's in the crates without getting really close, which is risky.
Well, I meant, yeah, if they were being loaded or filled or something. I don't know.
Are any of you talented with making disguises?
So, just a quick detail. The crates are coming out of the Molten Chapel. Going... I'll bring up the map for this. The crates are going out of the Molten Chapel. Going south through the tunnel here. And basically going through the Kesben area. Back into the mines, basically where you all came in from. So they're being loaded up at the Molten Chapel with something. You assume.
Well,
I mean,
I
kind of want to hit the Molten Chapel. That's what we've been focusing on. But
Yeah.
we've also been focusing on building a revolution.
well,
And I would feel guilty if...
the possibility of the working with the Three Kings and lingering in this city was a distraction from our original goal in coming here, and now the revolution is a distraction from the plan we have with the Three Kings. I'm content to do any or all of these, but my main focus is for us to wrap up whatever we do in this city and continue our work.
I have a good
against the
compromise.
Lords. Yeah.
So I have a good. So he still needs 3 days to do. So we can't hit the Molten Chapel instead tomorrow because he still needs 3 days. What I think though, I mean, yeah, obviously we observe the crates, but I think it could be a trap, could be not. But I know this is going to sound like a meathead thing to do, but again, we're whittling down the numbers. Why don't we jump a different group of giants? And then, deal with them that way. I mean, A is still, that's less giants for us to deal with in the future. And B, they're not going to be expecting that. They're probably, all eyes are probably on this package. And if we were to make an attack, everyone would expect us to hit the crates. So they wouldn't expect us to do just a side assault on the giants. That's my pitch.
It's a good possibility, that us just randomly taking out a set of giants that is not related to anything going down specifically tomorrow would perhaps be the thing they expect least. Is there also the possibility that whatever the Three Kings want from the Molten Chapel, that the whole heist is about, might be getting moved in this shipment?
That's a good question. Could you guys elaborate, maybe? And I turn toward them, a little cheeky smile.
So Brando says, there's a lot of treasure in the Molten Chapel. I doubt they're moving it all out, because that would be moving it to a much less defended area. My guess is what they're moving is probably some sort of magic items or magical defenses to help them with the mines. Since, you know, we did steal something from the mines a couple weeks back. But I don't know for sure, obviously. Whatever they're moving to the mines, so it probably has something to do with that. Or maybe a trade the giants are making with someone. It's hard to know for sure. But the majority of the treasure, I'm assuming, is still within the chapel. They'd be silly to move it. That place is a fortress.
Okay.
So is it treasure in general that you seek in this heist, or is there particular items that you seek?
So there's nothing in particular, but the vaults are supposed to have some of the old magical weaponry of the Therian Empire, as well as various other magical things that, you know, are always good for a rogue like me to have. And of course, my companions can probably use some of the loot that we find in there. It says, but, you know, gold helps too.
Well, like I said, I still, my best bet, I think, would be to jump a separate group of giants.
And just let their crate go through.
Well, how about this? Why don't we jump, if possible, jump the giants before the crate goes through? Again, they're not going to be prepared for that, and if anything, that might stop the crate getting moved in general. So we could delay that action happening.
So it might.
Or we jump the giants on the
This
day
is,
after the crate.
Well, attacking the giants might put the city in general on higher alert. So
More than it has already.
Well, possibly. But yeah, I mean, if you feel that would be valuable, we could look around for, or you could all look around for giants to fight.
So our options here are to pick a fight with giants, run this heist at the Molten Chapel, or tomorrow there's a shipment that they're moving, that the giants are moving, that we could jump.
Yeah, well, the Molten
So
Chapel.
we have to wait for three.
Yeah,
three
the Molten
days.
Chapel will be available in 3 days.
Cool. And
Brando
the
says.
thing to heist, or the shipment, is tomorrow.
Tomorrow afternoon, at least according to this information your person gave you.
Cool. And it seems we don't really trust this person too much.
Do you not? All right, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about the group. I vote crates as well. I say we get those crates tomorrow, and that'll help with fighting giants as well, Mal, right? You'll get the
All right. Well, we will be getting things together, getting ready for the heist.
Cool.
Have you? No, you said you didn't tell this this spy about our heist, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's good at least. I wonder if he knows what we've been stealing. Seems like he knew an awful lot about you all.
We don't even know what you've been. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
even know what you've been.
You aren't
Except for what we've stolen.
you are on the spy network, so I wouldn't expect you to know. But it just seemed like this guy had a lot of information. Makes me a little worried. All right.
Like, do you have? What are you stealing? I feel like we've been friends long enough that you could tell us.
You mean what we've stolen so far?
Anything important? I mean, obviously you're driven by money, but
He says, "Well, that's what I meant. Like, if he had heard about what items we had been stealing from, like, say the North, and who the people we've been talking to in our chats with Kesbin, he may have been able to figure out what we're trying to do. Just because all those items would be required for the heist we've been planning. I think we told you all of the items we had stolen.
Okay, so that makes sense then.
That's all I meant by that.
Yeah.
The very first, wasn't there like something that they had
Yeah, the
stolen
one
just
from
before we
mines.
arrived, that had put the whole mountain kind of in an uproar?
Yeah.
And we're all pissy and stepping on.
Yeah, we still don't
boards
know
and
what
stuff.
that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going crazy.
And I feel like we've definitely asked, very, not pushily. We're like, oh, it'd be nice to know. But we were just like, we're not going to push it.
Just keep getting shut down.
This is, well, give me a
Do
persuasion
we even know the
check.
item in the Molten Chapel that we're stealing?
I guess just all the treasure. That's what I was assuming, but that's.
So,
Oh,
give me a persuasion DC
I mean,
15.
that's what he indicated just now, was that the Molten Chapel was just about treasure.
He says we took an item from the mines known as the Forge's Eye. It is a artifact of the fire giants that helps in item forging, but it also is a bit of a key and a scrying device that has to do with the Molten Chapel. It was
wow, it's
created
good
by the
you have it, not
dwarves.
them.
Yeah, but it was created by the dwarves long ago, back when they had control of this place. And I don't know if the giants know of its secondary uses. They've just been using it to help with iron ore collection and forging.
I hope they don't, because if they did know, that would make it obvious that we're gonna
He says, I doubt they did, or else they wouldn't have been keeping it. where
let
they
you
were.
have it.
Well, they didn't have a choice in that. They weren't guarding it well enough, because I don't think they knew the full extent of what it did.
Exactly. And
But-
what's the Molten Chapel that,
Sorry, what?
besides all the what's the chapel we're trying to get, besides all the loot and money? I assume there's something powerful there.
He says, there is the treasure of a king in there. Many thousands of gold pieces. And, of course, the old arms and armaments of the Therian Empire. I don't know exactly what's in there. This heist is more for the challenge than necessarily for the money, as we're all fairly rich at this point. Any of us could retire if we really wanted to.
I'm gonna insight check that out.
Diddy says, "Speak for yourself. I need at least enough for a couple more castles."
I mean, cool. Anybody else have anything to say?
Yeah, you don't think he's lying? Did we lose Glenn?
Yeah.
He's been very quiet.
I see him on here.
I see him on the game, but I haven't heard from him. Oh.
Sounds like you went for a Wawa run or something.
Yeah.
You can go to the food runs.
Yeah, he always
He did a share.
Well,
yeah, thank you, Diddy. And if you could help us to disguise ourselves, it seems like we have run into trouble on the surface. I don't know if any of you are proficient with making disguises.
She says, I'm not really. I've always just relied on my ability to shapeshift.
That makes sense.
Rando would say, yeah, actually, it's usually Gears who does the disguises for us. Gears says, she kind of looks up now, hearing her name. She says, what? What do I do? And he says, you make our disguises. And she says, yeah, I do. They're really freaking good, too.
Yeah.
Why?
Some of us don't really have a way to hide ourselves, and we've become quite obvious up on the surface. Is there a way you could help us build disguises?
Point a finger at me.
So she kind of walks over now, takes her goggles off, puts them up on her forehead, and rubs her eyes, kind of looking at all of you. Says, yeah, you guys are very standoutish in a city full of dwarves. Can see why you've been having problems. She's kind of tapping her chin as she looks at all of you. Well, you know, I can't do much about how big and tall everyone is.
And by
But-
everyone, you mean 2/3 of the party.
She like motions to the two huge warforged. Yeah, that would be more magic means. You guys are way too tall for a simple disguise kit.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Are they tall enough to be disguised as fire giants?
No, I mean they'd either be super tall dwarves or really short fire giants. He says, I mean, I can.
Are there fire giant kids around?
That's a
Elves.
good point. Fire giant children, maybe. Let me check something.
So what's our plan? Are we going to run the heist? Hit these crates? Do both?
So she says, I could
I'm down for the crates first. Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
prepare my disguise self spell. That is an artificer spell.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to use that on other people?
That's a good point.
You can stick in an infusion, and depending on how good of an artificer you are,
She says, yeah, infusion might be the way to go.
expensive.
She says, I can make infusions. What level do you need to be for that infusion?
I think 6.
Oh yeah, I could do that then. She says, yeah, no, I can make you an item that would help disguise you. I think it would be good for the 2 large ones anyway. The rest of you, I could probably do a standard disguise kit job on you. It'll just take me a couple hours in the morning to get everyone ready. Yeah.
But that is just if we need to travel to the surface again when we're not attacking.
Yeah.
We really appreciate the energy and effort. I look forward to getting those king's treasures.
She says, yeah, no, I look forward to seeing what's in that vault. Bet you there's a bunch of cool magic stuff.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, if you want to disguise before you go up tomorrow for the crates, just let me know. I'm on it.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes,
That's
thanks.
super awesome.
She would put her goggles back on and go back to her project she's working on. All right. So are we passing the evening and getting ready for the crates tomorrow, or did you decide to attack some fire giants instead? Or are you gonna attack
Half
fire
of us
giants?
are
and
all
the
about
crates?
those crates.
Yeah, I think we have
Yeah, I
more
think
votes
the
for
crates- Yeah, if we expect an ambush, then we're ready for it, right?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, if we are able to disguise ourselves, then that would perhaps give us an element of surprise or a benefit that we did not previously have.
Yeah.
Oh, Rando says another thing that might be of help. Do any of you have any contacts left? We might be able to get more information on the route to pick a good ambush point. I think you guys used all your contacts, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any left. I'm
Yeah,
2
we-
days away, but I had to
almost.
stop
All right, so no more
because
fighters.
I was being too noticed. So yeah.
He says, "All right, well, no worries. Yeah, I can send Diddy to help you get eyes on the crate, and then yeah, it'll be up to you guys when you want to attack." Diddy would nod and say, "Yeah, I got some time tomorrow. I can help with that. Hopefully, this information is correct." All right. So
I do hope
anything? Go ahead.
No, yeah, I hope it is as well.
All right. Anything you want to do? Anyone? All right. So I'll say time is passing. And are you back, Glenn? thought I heard
Yes, I am.
Glenn. Okay. So it's now the 12th of spring at 8 a.m. You can spend the rest of that day working on a downtime project if you have one. And why don't we do a break?
Sounds great.
Everyone 10 minutes to stretch or whatever, and yeah, we'll come back
That's
and
good.
see what we're doing with those crates.
Awesome. I got 2 potions of necrotic resistance now. If anybody, I mean, I think that'll come in handy later.
Oh yeah. Never have too many of those.
Continue making those.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take a little break.
Cool.
One seems a bit quiet tonight.
I'm excited for this.
I am pretty beat. I'm paying attention, but I'm letting like everybody else take the lead talking here too.
Yeah.
So I thought Glenn would do more talking there, but he was gone as
Yeah,
well.
sorry about
I figured
that.
he's kind of more the face of the party. And
Yeah,
then Matt
Chomsky's
and
done
Carly and
talking
Miri
right
know
now.
a lot more of the history of everything going on, so
They've never done any of this before.
Yeah.
This is all new to them.
no, like with like the Splitlanders and other stuff too. That's why like when they were talking about like the history,
Have a
I was like, shit, I
free
don't fucking know. I could
infusion.
not remember it was the foxgloves either.
Does anybody need anything? I have a free infusion. Hohenheim, you have my cloak of protection, right?
I do, yes.
Cool. But yeah,
So.
if anybody needs like a weapon or armor, shield,
That headband of intellect again.
yeah, I could absolutely do that.
If you're not gonna use it for anything else, yeah, that helps. It takes my int from negative from
I mean,
8
right
to
now
what,
I have
19.
it as a second bag of holding.
What are the other
because
options that you have?
so I can't double up on infusions. I have a ring of reaction for myself. Oh well, I guess the ones that are left are headband of intellect, radiant weapon, enhanced defense, repulsion shield, and bag of holding. And right now it's a bag of holding.
And I still have the belt, right? Arapel still has the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah,
Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool.
So, but I can't double up on infusions. I can't make 2 belts.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's been the way that I've
What's the
read it.
defense?
Yeah,
Gives
I mean,
plus
What's
2
the defense
AC
one?
on armor, but the armor has to be non-magical.
yeah. Is there anyone who doesn't have magical armor or weapons? 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel like that would
that's
be the best.
magical armor, shield. The repulsion shield's really good.
I don't have magical armor. The only thing I have is just my
Can I-
the Saturn that you guys gave me.
Oh, I can't use a shield.
Can do you have armor? Do we have armor? I assume we have.
I have studded leather armor.
I
You have studded leather. If you're gonna,
have.
yeah, I'll use. Well, I feel like that would be a better use than a bag of holding, giving Glenn plus 2 to his AC.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yes, because right now my AC is I believe 15.
Yeah, because honestly, the
So
belt
yeah.
is the most amazing thing you could give Arapel, so I don't really need anything else.
yeah.
And Arapel's already got magic weapon and magic armor, so.
Chomsky just picked up magic armor.
I don't have anything, but I
That's
sit
beautiful.
further back than Glenn does, so.
You got the
I'm
cloak
not
of
in the front line.
protection, and I don't think
I do have the
your
cloak.
sorcerers can't wear armor, can they? So
No,
I'm
I don't
gonna-
have any armor. I just have a cloak on and some
Back.
robes.
so Glenn, your armor is now.
Yeah, definitely for Glenn.
Could if
Yes.
Hohenheim doesn't use armor, then not necessarily right now with the infusions, just as something to look for in the future. Could he benefit from bracers of defense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I mean, I think
So
they're attunement
I'll
though, so that's the key.
have
Yeah.
to wait to switch up infusions.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't even
on
know
level,
if that
but
was an
yeah.
artificer option. I just was thinking out loud about how we
Level
could
15.
increase this. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So Glenn, you got +2 on your armor.
Oh, sweet.
That'll be. I'll get rid of the second bag of holding.
Yeah, that's right. And Arapel's got the +2 shield as well, so Arapel's sitting pretty nicely when it comes to armor and weapons.
Arapel's a little tanky chungus.
Quite the opposite. 7.5 foot tall, warforged.
Very
The-
tanky
the-
for a
the-
little baby warforged.
Yeah, the 3 foot tall one is a tank.
The thing is, the 3 foot tall one's more of a tank than the big ones. Yeah, I think that the cloak of protection and the what the fuck is the other armor thing I have? Do I have another armor
Got a
thing?
ring
No,
on it?
yeah, the resilience. Yeah, the integrated protection from being a
Oh,
warforged and a cloak. Bring me to 14 AC. Woo!
Yeah, so it's so easy to hit me. That's why, like, I know when I've got like a really powerful control spell going on, Lou will find a way for the enemies to try and hit me. So I'm just like, nope, I'm just gonna run completely out of sight. Yeah.
Yeah, Lou's acting a little smart now. It's pissing me off. He's like, oh, yeah, these guys actually have an intellect of 12. Got the bastards!
Yeah, it's pretty standard issue to kill people who have magic first. Because
Yeah,
or
that's
else
not really anything
everyone is
new.
mind controlled.
Yeah, we
and
learned
drooling.
that first level.
Well,
It's
no,
like-
that's yeah.
It's like standard, like if you lived in this world, that's like the cops would all pull out their guns and like shoot the guy who's gesturing. He's got magic! Pop, 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 pop. He's casting magic missile! Get him!
What? He's coming right forward.
Put your hands down! Put your hands down now! He's gesturing! Bring him down! I mean, seriously, I mean, if someone could turn you into like a drooling idiot by chanting at you, you would like shoot him.
I had no voice until the deadly force. He was reaching for his.
He's reaching for his wand to
Yeah.
apply deadly force.
He's talking. He's talking.
He's saying gibberish.
Just like the Harry Potter universe.
The Harry Potter universe is stupid. If that was a real place, everything would be on fire constantly. It doesn't make any sense.
That sounds like the world now.
Yeah, can you imagine like the world now, but with like her logic to it, and just was like, don't even get me started.
Tell us how you
complaining
really
about
feel.
Harry Potter. It's ridiculous.
Dumbledore dies.
I like her characters, but I think her world building is meh.
I told got into an argument with like Mia and the kids. We were talking about Harry Potter, and I was like, it's not that I dislike Harry. He's just it's like very vanilla for a main character, and like not my favorite main character. Like, and they were like, "Oh, you blasphemy!"
How dare you?
Still think Hermione's my favorite out of the trio.
You would.
I know. Honestly, like frickin' Hagrid is one of my favorite characters. Love him. Just giant teddy bear.
Luna Lovegood.
Just loving on
That's my-
everything. Luna Lovegood's pretty good too.
I've cosplayed Pomona
But
Sprout.
Dursley,
Oh yeah.
Dudley's my favorite.
Dudley.
Bunch of
Dudley.
nerds.
Did you know there was a scene cut out of the movie at the end of the Harry Potter where
Yes.
it's like Dudley, like the parents are like trying to tell him goodbye, and Dudley goes up and he's like,
Oh my god. Yeah,
good job, Harry.
I
I
cannot
was like,
believe
oh,
they cut
dude,
that scene.
I can.
it changes a lot.
Well, yeah, because he's just like,
What's her name? Fuck, what's the other's name?
The others?
No, the author. What's her
Oh,
name?
J.K. Rowling.
Oh,
J.K.
JK.
Rowling. Yeah, I've read that she like hates fat people. Like she has a weird thing against them. So she did not. I would bet that like she's like, no, Dudley's not gonna be nice to Harry. Fuck that. I would almost
it, like,
guarantee.
Because it shows an interesting character development. Because like Dudley, when he's a dick to Harry, like he's a little kid. He grew up and his parents are little shits to this boy, and he's a kid, so he's just imitating his parents. And by the end, he's an adult, and he's is actually like thinking for himself. And he
Are you
even just that
justifying
small?
bullying?
Yes, I am. Even just that small, like
I think
smidgen
he's
of self-thinking of him being like, you
Yeah.
know what, I don't think you're a waste of space here. It just like, I don't know, I thought it was really a good moment, and it was a really short moment for them to cut that from the movie versus all of the other bullshit they
Like I
left
said,
in.
I can almost guarantee J.K. Rowling saw that and was like, no, fuck that.
You know who
This
I
angry
actually
little fat
really
kid, I
like
want
as a
him to be
written
nice.
character is Dolores Umbridge, because I hate her so much, and the fact she can invigorate that
she's
much
like,
hate from me, I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
that's
she
a
did a good
well-written
job with that.
character.
She's a fascist teacher. She's like a Nazi, basically. So
yeah.
super.
There's a
lawful
creator-
evil.
There's a creator I watch. He has
Oh, 20 crashed.
he calls the hall of hoe-ass bitches, and you can only have 6 people in there, and Dolores Umbridge is one of the 6 in his hall of hoe-ass bitches.
She's
Of just like characters from media that he just fucking
She's
hates. Just, like,
probably one of the best villains in the whole series. Like Voldemort himself wasn't even that interesting.
you know what I think is really well written characters? I really liked Snape.
Oh, he wasn't a
he
villain.
wasn't really-
Snape was like
Well, no, I
basically
know,
the
but-
hero.
I know he's the real hero of the whole series.
Yeah. Snape's
Yeah.
arc was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
And of course,
I like
mean,
Professor
the
Trelawney.
actor
as much
was
as
amazing.
oh yeah, and the guy, what's his name, who played him was awesome. Shoot,
I
what's
can
his
tell
name?
you other characters he plays, but I can't remember his name. at the
Yeah,
moment. Is it
he
Rick?
was in Die Hard. Shoot.
Alan Rickman.
Alan
Yeah,
Rickman, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he was really good.
Rip.
He's such a good actor. He always plays a villain, and I remember somebody he talking about an interview, or it's like an interview he talked about like some little kid that asked us like, why do you always play bad people? And he's like, I don't play bad people, I play interesting characters.
It's complicated people.
Like
Yeah,
real
I mean-
human.
But I mean, he does. He always plays a bad guy. I mean, he's just so good at it. I mean, he played Sheriff of Nottingham and Prince of Thieves, which is
Big
still
guy, yeah.
the
Motherfucker.
best Robin Hood movie.
He was a good guy in Sense and Sensibility, and he was a good guy in Galaxy
okay.
Quest.
That's true.
Touché.
Both amazing characters.
Yeah, no.
Another, I really love Tim Curry, but he also usually plays a villain. I mean, he was It, and It was.
Is he
Long John
still
Silver
alive,
and
or did he
Treasure Island.
die?
I think he's still alive. I don't think
Tim
he's in good
Curry?
condition. Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. I thought I heard he died. That's why I was curious. But
My brother is saying that he suffered some sort of handicap injury, but I don't know the details. My brother's listening into this conversation right now.
oh,
Yeah, I know something happened to him. I don't think he passed quite yet. But I don't think he's in good condition.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
but he was a really good Snape. As much as I dislike J.K. Rowling, Snape was a very well written character. Is everyone back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us never left.
All right. So, as much as I'd love to keep talking about Harry Potter, Are we ready to
Let's just do that. Let's keep talking Harry Potter.
just keep talking about Harry Potter?
What is D&D nonsense?
This is
Let's go
D&D.
raid Kesman or the fucking Forge.
Well, you can't raid the forge. That's in 3 days, but you can
Get the crates.
you can steal the crates. Okay,
Go raid
so
Hogwarts.
go raid Hogwarts. So.
Yes.
So-
Time nonsense.
Yeah, I guess what was the plan? You were having Diddy kind of watch them and look for a good opening?
I think we were. I feel like we should.
Or are you just
This is
bum
to kind of-
rushing them?
Yeah. That's kind of.
Wait, you want to rush their bums?
Oh yeah.
Man.
Alright, so you're just going to attack them randomly as they're moving through the city?
I mean, other thoughts? Anybody else have other
We
thoughts?
wait for Diddy to tell us what she sees.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought that's what someone said. They were
That way-
asking Diddy to keep an eye on
I like that.
the caravan. Alright.
Find us a
so-
good spot to jump them, so we're not just rushing in when there's backup.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
right on the character, or we're falling into a trap. Like there's a bunch of fire giants, like lagging behind or hiding ahead, waiting
So
to jump us or something.
she would tell you that it seems like it's just dwarves. She doesn't see any giants. As
Cool.
the shipment is moving. She said there is a cross street they're going through that could be a good place to set up an ambush. And
Awesome.
I'll show you the map of that in a moment.
Do Dwagar count as like humanoids?
Yes, they are
Yes.
humanoids. They're basically a type of dwarf.
I thought so, but not so. A hold person spell could work on it.
Yeah, no, you can hold person. But you
Thank you.
have nature might tell you more about Dwager. Alright, I'll just
Say
use
less.
I'll just use the party token to
Cool.
give you eyes on where she thinks is a good place. Basically, they're going to be coming down the street here, and there's a bunch of buildings. This is kind of like a more, well, not crowded, but like a more of a place in town where they'd be going through some tight streets, which would give you a lot of places to hide.
Wait, sorry, which street are they going down?
They're coming down this street here, then turning south here. So her suggestion would be to kind of ambush them as they're coming down the street here. She
Cool.
says.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
We got
I'd
an easy
like
way.
to start on
Yeah.
the roof and jump down on them.
Alright, got
So-
plans. Cool.
Just
the
imagine Malin running at him.
the area does have like houses in it, so climbing up the roof might be suspicious. You'd probably be noticed. You could try it though. But yeah, show me where you guys want to position yourselves. As you're waiting
Like,
for them.
what are the roofs of these houses looking like? Are they flat or are they curved, arched?
I mean, it's like probably 30 degrees.
Alright, party, where are we hiding?
Well,
Yeah.
here.
What's the direction
Oh, yeah.
of the caravan route?
They're going south, right?
They are coming down. They're basically entering from here, coming to here, and then heading south down here.
Okay. So they're coming from east and then turning south.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we jump on their
I
rear?
like
or should we
Oostbog's
jump in front of them?
idea, but I also think we should be somewhat spread out.
Like if we let them get into the middle of us and surround them.
Yeah. Yeah,
the
there
corner.
you go. That's better words. Good words.
Yeah. Uslug can word sometimes.
Slog's got words. Oh, my
If I
mistake. This is
Or
actually
to
a
like,
less occupied part of town, which is why she kind of chose it. So you can go up on the roofs if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely getting on top of the roof and
Oh,
jumping
yeah.
down. Let's
I'm
go.
definitely flying up on the roof.
Yeah, I'm
Is
gonna
there
start
a way-
transformed.
Okay. So you should.
I'm gonna be mounted on Carl, my llama.
He's a llama?
He's a
No, he's an
llama.
alpaca.
So
He's
let's,
an alpaca.
Let's try to crowd control and then focus, like while others are controlled.
And do we have an escape route? What's the best way out if you're
You should
giddy?
be able to put yourselves on the roof now if you want.
I'll
yeah,
stay
best
on the
way out
ground.
is a good way to know. Probably into the caves over here.
The caves to the west?
I don't know.
Diddy, do we have any
I
good
do.
escapes?
Can I
She
do
says,
like a survival check?
If you're heading back, or if you need to get to the sewers quickly, you would want to head north. North is your best escape route. East is where the
Cool.
giants will be coming from. That'll be towards the forge. Most likely they'll be getting
Cool.
reinforcements from the east and the south. Although that's not
Chomsky.
guaranteed. They could have people coming in from the north as well. But you want to go
Chomsky.
north for a retreat.
Chomsky, do you have your emergency vortex warps?
Yes. Yes.
Excellent.
And I also have, could I pull out my obsidian steed?
Nice.
So they're coming in from the east?
Yes. Coming in from the east, then turning south.
Can we wait until like they get like right in front of this building, kind of like when
Which
they would start
building?
turning south?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I kind of
Is
where the
there
party token is. Okay.
is there cover close to the road?
Cover from. I mean, there's this rock
Oh.
pile here.
Like, I mean, would I be able to be concealed in that rock pile?
I mean, if you were, as long as you're behind it, so like, you'd want to be on one side of it.
Gotcha. So I'm just
So, like, over
Airpel's not very
here?
fast, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get him into melee, but not be seen too
Yeah.
soon. You
So
know?
I mean,
Do you want to ride Carl? You could use Carl.
I don't
You
think
can
I
swap
can.
with me if you want to be here.
I don't
Right.
think I can ride Carl because he's medium and I'm medium, right? Or no? Yeah. Well,
You're
I don't
small,
know.
aren't you?
I don't know. We never talked about that,
This
Lou.
is very heavy.
You let me make him little, but
You're
we
totally
never talked about
small.
changing his creature size. So I assume because of his weight that he counts as medium, right? Arapel.
well, he is very heavy, but
Yeah.
we could say he's small.
I never
How much
thought
can
about that.
how much can Carl carry?
His strength is 14.
So yeah, he probably wouldn't really be
Uh,
able to carry Arapel because she's
Yeah.
quite a bit.
I weigh. He weighs 300 and he's carrying another 100 in gear.
Okay.
Although we could leave gear at the hideout, but yeah, I don't think it's a great idea to rely on that. Yeah.
Sounds like
Or
Chomsky
Carl.
is gonna be. Yeah. He's just an alpaca.
Alright, so you all in position?
Are we visible to their
hold on,
route
time.
where they
Can
get
you-
to the junction?
Right now the only one who is visible is Uslog because she's not behind.
Hold on,
cover.
time. Can you cast
Oh, sorry.
minor
I would
image
plan to get
or minor illusion to
You would
hide Uslog?
you would have to be behind
Over
the
here.
building.
Yeah. Can I just cast minor illusion to make
like a
Uslug
barrel
hide
or
behind some
something?
crates?
Like a
Yeah.
barrel
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, is there any
You could.
clutter or
I
anything
think you'd have to
can hide
cast it every minute, right? Because doesn't it only last a minute?
Wait, can we not find a barrel or crate since we're prepping here in advance? Like, can we not find a barrel or crate to put there?
Yeah,
These are
1
very
minute.
tidy streets.
I mean,
Dumpsters?
there's a bunch of. There's no one living here, so this is like an old ruined
Oh.
kind of part of the city.
So yeah, we can find some furniture or barrel or something and just set it there.
You could drag
I mean, I guess I
something
could do
out
the
of the
roof.
house,
Like,
I guess.
I'll go on the roof, like Alan.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Hohenheim. Didn't see you there.
Alright, so
Would
you...
I be hidden here?
Hi.
Yeah, so if you're up on the roof, you could say you're like ducking down. You'd have to be prone, but if you were prone, you could be hidden.
Okay. Cool.
Alright,
Be
so
wrong
everyone's in
side of it.
position.
I'm ready to boogie.
We'll say you guys kind of plan this
Yeah.
out the earlier the night.
I'm definitely playing prone too.
Diddy would ask for your mental link so she could let you know what's going on.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
so she kind of goes ahead to scout. And a little while later, probably at about, say, 1 o'clock or so, she says the carriage is getting close. You probably have a couple minutes before they're there. So, any last minute prep you need to do it now.
Do we have a familiar or
She says, I'm gonna have to break off with them because it would look suspicious if I follow them into that area.
okay. Does anyone have a familiar or anything that we can send like north and south just to keep an eye out for anything else incoming that we might not be expecting?
I've got the Raven, but I think it's mostly a messenger. I can maybe send it that way.
Oh, duh, I have I forgot. Arapel has Sprocket. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'll poof out Sprocket, and Sprocket's gonna fly north and just kind of keep an eye out of anything that, just in case, since we're not sure if this is a trap.
What is Sprocket? Is
Can
that
you guys
familiar?
tell me when they're?
Yeah, he's a clockwork sparrow, but yeah, he's basically got the owl stats.
Okay. You have a find
tell
familiar
you
spell
I'd
you're
like
doing
to-
that with?
Yeah, well, he already summoned it. Sprocket has never died, so I've never had to resummon him.
It's just in his pocket. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just have to use an action to poof him out of his pocket dimension.
Is that one of your
I ask,
multi-class things?
No, it's from a feat where I was able to pick a first level
Okay.
spell.
Gotcha. Feet. Okay. I was like, paladins can summon familiars? What is that? I don't remember that paladin subclass.
It's funny that you've never questioned him before.
I
Yeah.
probably have. I probably just forgot.
Honestly, the only reason I have him is for emergency like heals, like across the battlefield or something like so I can deliver spells through him. Like I wanted him to be kind of like an emergency backup way to get to my comrades if I can't.
Alright. Were you saying something, Hohenheim? Sorry.
Yeah, I want Miri to let me know through her familiar when they are about a minute away from interacting with us, so I can just drop a delayed
Oh,
blast
goody.
fireball.
Her familiar is north. She said she was watching the north area.
Northern
They're coming
Italy.
from the east.
I was just trying to
Okay,
look
so
out for any
how far down
surprises.
this
Yeah.
road can I see then?
You don't see them yet. However, a few moments pass and you would see what looks like the caravan coming down this way. A group of
I asked the group, should I cast a giant fireball?
When they get close, we
Do
don't
we
want
want to
them
destroy
to
the shipment before we find out what it is?
Well, I don't think the
That's
fireball
the
is gonna
question.
destroy the
Yes, I don't know
shipment.
if I want to destroy the
it
shipment.
would indeed blow up the crates if you dropped it on them. Depending on what was in the crates, how much damage it would take would depend. But you would risk the contents if you blew up the actual caravan. All right, so
Okay,
they
then,
are
yeah,
getting
I'm not
closer.
going to.
Good idea, though.
You can see now there are 9 of them, which is not a very large number. And a moment later, they come down the street. Heading basically like you were thinking, kind of towards this area. It looks like they are on alert. At this point, I need stealth checks from everyone.
Oh my lord, I should not have been this close. It's a terrible idea.
At least it'll draw attention away from Brett.
That's true. Maybe Malin can take them in the back after they see Arapel.
Glenn is a
Yeah.
ghost.
Slug's not doing so great on this anyway.
Whew. Oh, wait, I totally just clicked it.
I'm just like
big
fucking. Might as
stealthy.
well just
I'm
roll
big
it.
stealthy, guys. Huge wolf, nothing to see here.
And Rappel just jumps out with her gat.
Oh, okay.
She's ready.
All right, so
Oh, I wish
4
maybe I'd
is the
gotten a
lower
little
roll.
further before they noticed.
So yeah, as they're getting closer, this guy here, and he yells. This guy over here yells over at Chomsky. It's like, "You there! We have someone over here!" And they all like draw their weapons. Give me initiative rolls.
Via the bond, I would tell Hohenheim, like, make sure those ones at the back don't run away when we engage the ones at the front. If you can.
Oh my god. God damn it. Chomsky, why you infected me with that one.
Oh. Oh my word. Look at Glenn go.
Oh, that wasn't. Oh, okay. Well,
All right. So the first to act, as this guy kind of yells over at Chomsky, is going to be.
Looks like Glenn.
Glenn.
Or
Glenn from up on the roof. So you see the guy in front here basically like look right at Chomsky behind the rocks there. It's like, "I see you. Show yourself." And they're all pulling out their weapons.
Where is Uslav?
She's on the roof.
She's on the
Okay.
roof over
he's not
here
stealthing very well,
with
so you
me.
probably see.
We're both. Yeah, we're both on this building right here.
Well, sorry, I don't.
Which
she
building
must
are
be
you on?
I'm on this one. That's why I still need to know, like,
Okay.
how close is Uslag? Like, is she able to get into the fight next turn, or like?
I mean, she's a good like 60 or so feet away from the fight.
Oh yeah, she can at least get within throwing range.
Okay, so I just was curious on who I might want to inspire. Okay, but so Glenn's gonna peek up and he's gonna play his sit turn, and he is going to
Target the back line.
drop a synaptic static right there. Should hitting all 5 of them.
Alright, so you cast Synaptic Static.
Intelligence save.
Okay, hit save. Some of these guys have spell advantage, I believe.
Ooh.
Not this guy. So, in save, 16 would fail. So he takes
24. And he is muddled.
Psychic. Alright. So he takes 24. He's affected by it. Second hammer. And save. And they're rolling really well, but
Even on a crit, they can't make it in.
so he fails and is muddled. This guy over here, Stone Guard. This guy have spell resist. He does. It doesn't have a great end save.
Oh no, that's I guess it doesn't matter. But this doesn't charm, paralyze, or poison.
Yeah, it's just any save. But luckily he would fail.
That on saving throws against spells. Oh, and the charm conditions.
Yeah,
I see it.
it's both.
Good call.
So he is wounded by that. Oops, he bleeds from his eyes a bunch. This guy, I think he has advantage as well. Oh, not 20. So he would make
wow.
it.
So he, yeah,
He takes
interesting. Yeah,
12.
because he only makes it on a 19 or 20. But, well, all right.
Oh actually, does this guy have resistance to psychic? No, he doesn't. So he takes 12.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else, Glenn?
What about the, did I miss one? I thought it
Oh,
should have
yeah, that guy. So he also has resilience.
Well, darn.
So he does a intelligence. He would fail. Now, is this guy the guy with psychic resistance? I think one of them has it. Yeah, this guy does. So he would only take 12 psychic damage.
Okay. But he's muddled at least.
He is muddled.
Alright, I got it on, I got the debuff on 4. He is going to, Arapel's down there, right? That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Arapel can get into the, ship pretty quickly, so he is going to encourage Arapel. Arapel, fuck them up.
Alright, so you gain a bardic inspiration.
Yep, and then I will go prone on the roof, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Arapel. You think you hear movement? Actually, yeah, at this point, you think someone is moving around invisibly.
Oh, that's cool. Does Arapel share that info?
For a moment, you hear some movement, then there's kind of a whoomp noise. And now you would hear someone right next to you, invisible, Glenn.
Uh-oh.
Possibly some sort of teleport. He would appear just as he is attacking. So he takes a short sword stab at you. And now let me remind myself what this guy does. So you would see him just as he appears. And he does... Okay, he has some assassination stuff. So he's going to short sword on you. You did go before him. So he doesn't have a... Well, he has advantage because he disappeared. 26, I'm guessing, would hit you.
Yeah.
Alright, so you, like, what does? He just suddenly appears and stabs you. So you take 18 and a sneak attack. 24. That's 42? Yeah, 42 damage on that. And he does a second stab. 7 psychic and 11. Another short sword attack is going to strike. No sneak attack. Another 18. And you all would see him up there now. That's it for him.
I'm almost dead.
Oh my god. Someone get him down there.
Someone help him. This guy here is going to yell out, I'll kill you! And he gets really large. He said something about Arapel. He's going to run over this way. And take a leap over his friends. Move 50 feet this way. And he would see you guys now, ending his turn. Uslog.
Okay. Well, that's not good. Glenn's in a pickle. But
Oh yeah, and this guy is not invisible anymore.
I got Glenn.
okay. Alright, so 15 here, and then I would jump off the roof. Suppose.
Alright, so that is a 10-foot fall. Give me an acrobatics check to avoid falling on your ass. DC is 10. Alright, yeah, so you just kind of hit the ground and roll.
20.
Oh,
Flock's
and
done this before.
synoptic static, that is not a concentration, right?
Concentration.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought, just making sure.
Just sleep up.
Okay. So this guy has probably got a pretty good reach. I can't quite get to him, but I can throw my javelin here.
Alright, you
Ooh,
roll.
haha. Actually, she's gonna move right there. And she's gonna.
Dude.
I think now's a good time for my javelin of lightning.
Alright. Send
She's gonna fall
on
out.
in the light.
Fine.
Jean-Ric, she would
Oh, that's a
say.
good line.
That's beautiful.
What's the line of, or how long is the lightning bolt?
I think it's
120 feet.
well, I would
120.
I would target this, and then anyone.
Oh,
so
anyone
they would
on the
be the ones
way?
to take the full damage,
Alright,
but
so that would be the 4
Yeah.
of them. Alright,
Yeah.
so 28 will strike, or wait, disadvantage, so 14 is gonna miss. But I think,
Why disadvantage?
because it's out of range.
Rain.
Javelin is 3120. But the guys on the way have to make a dex save. Let's see.
yeah, and the target must make a dex save as well.
So that
Sounds
one
like from the.
made it, so it takes 5 lightning. Second guy.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Does your synaptic static give a penalty to saves or just attacks?
Just attacks and constitution saves.
Okay. That guy failed, so he takes 10 lightning.
Oh yeah, that's
This guy over here has advantage. I would fail, so she would take 10, and she is near death.
There's disadvantage on all ability checks as well.
That's save is an
Nice.
ability check.
Oh,
Ability
never
checks
mind.
is like
Down.
deception and stuff like that, or like counterspell.
Or I'm about to tell Denise this is guy off the roof next to me.
All right, so
And
she made
then,
it. She takes 5. Okay,
is that all of them?
that is all.
I'm going to also throw my javelin of returning. I can just swap that out, right?
All right.
Just throw it one more time.
So you hurl. You had 2 javelins in your hand
Sorry,
when
I
you
had
started.
this- no. What would I have to do? If I threw it? would I
So
use-
if you, I assume you had your axe to start, or did you have a javelin?
no, I had
out?
my javelin of returning out before, and then I was like, oh, I should use my javelin of lightning.
So you would have had to drop your javelin of returning and then draw the lightning
Okay,
one.
it's
so
by
it's
my
on the
feet.
ground, yeah. So you
Yeah.
can't throw
Okay,
it this
so
time.
now I would just pick it up then.
All right. And your lightning
you holding it
javelin's like over here.
I
all
guess
right.
I would also, at that point, just step into range of this guy because I may as well be here. And I would rage.
Alright, Stone Guard's like, oh god. Going for help. And the guy yells, don't you dare, stay and fight. But she's just running because she's almost dead. This Stone Guard is going to kind of rush up this way, trying to use the wagons as cover. Get up to here and throw a javelin at Uslog. Or wait, actually that was a dash, so she can't this turn. That's it for her. The Warlord is going to step forward. Oh yeah, I should show you guys these guys. So the Warlord steps forward, and And he is going to use his action to start yelling commands. Concentrating, gaining a 60-foot aura. And that is his turn.
I will say, if he's concentrating, he does have a negative D4 or D6 against concentration checks. If you guys want to ping him.
Yeah, if
I
he
will be
takes
there shortly.
damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, he's yelling out commands which seem to enhance the people within a certain area. That is it for him. Hohenheim.
I can't see the dude on top of the building with.
I guess you would see him from here, even though you can't see him on the map.
Okay, can you ping exactly where he's at?
He's right here.
Perfect. Okay. I am going to dash 60 feet that direction.
Alright, so you fly
And
that
then
way.
I am going to upcast hold person. And I can target the giant dude too, right? He's a person.
I think they have to be within 30 feet of each other, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
60. Hold on.
Sure, if you link the spell and it says 60, I'll go with that. No, it's 30.
The humanoids must be within 30 feet of each other?
Yeah.
Oh, so the last dude isn't within 30 feet, is he?
I got him. I got Glenn.
Okay, he's got Glenn. Okay.
I don't know if I can really convey this up being too meta. And never mind.
Yeah, alright, I am going to change my plan since I cannot access that dude. I'm going to go back here, and then let's start this over. Alright,
Okay.
so I am going to use 30 of my movement speed, just for a normal one. And then I am going to upcast hold person on all 5 of those guys in the center.
Okay.
Find
So, what level
Dink.
is that?
And that, for 5, that's going to be a level 6 spell.
Okay.
Nice.
So who are you targeting?
I am. You know what? Even before I do that, sorry, I realized because I'm close enough to still have my action, I don't need to dash because I can't even get the dude next to Glenn. As my main action, I am going to cast Mind Sliver on the captain dude that has the aura up.
Alright, so you target him. Mind Sliver. Oh wait, no, that's the Warlord. You're targeting the Warlord, right?
Yeah, the dude with the aura, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's him.
So, int save with advantage. Ooh, 20, I believe, makes
Oh
it.
my god.
He
It does.
resists pushing back your spell.
Alright. Then I'm just going to cast the hold person at 6th level on all 5 of those guys in the middle.
Alright, you're using a spell point
Level 6.
to do a
Yeah, I'm gonna
quicken,
use a spell point.
Or how many spell
Correct.
points?
I think it's 2. I'm gonna link it. Power, not what I need. I got too many shit. Quickened. 2. Yeah.
Alright, so you begin chanting, casting a 6th level spell. Suddenly you hear chanting coming from somewhere else. As, another one seems to appear. And he is doing counter spell.
Is he? Where is?
He's over here.
I will counter the counter.
Alright.
No, I apologize. Hang on a second. I might be
Love it.
Oh yeah, I have counter spell. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Love it.
So as you do that, you hear more
Somebody else
chanting.
countered.
As another guy suddenly appears pointing at you. So he
Alright, and then
counters.
I will counter that counter spell.
Alright, reactions all around. Alright.
But as you hear that, suddenly you hear more chanting.
Alright, so
Brings back my Magic the Gathering days playing Blue.
Glenn, aren't you prone right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could see him. Alright, so Glenn is countering this guy. So go ahead and use your reaction, Glenn.
Alright,
And spend your 3rd level spell. This guy did his reaction, but he's countered. Then Arapel is attempting to counter this guy. Luckily, he is only using a 3rd level spell. Alright, so everyone's reactions are used, spell slots are used, and yeah, your spell can go off. So who are you targeting?
Alright. He's
All that for a drop
targeting
of blood.
big dude, this dude, this dude,
Right.
Okay,
this dude, and this dude.
so the big one
Everybody in the front line except for the 2 casters.
is gonna do a wisdom save. Oh, he makes it, so he is unaffected. Who's the second guy?
It's all 5 of the front guys over here.
Okay,
The
so
4 that are left except for the casters.
The ones
The,
you knew were there.
flaming hammer guy does not have advantage, so he would fail. He is held, paralyzed. This other guy, wisdom save 15 would fail, so he is also paralyzed. Oh wait, they get a D4 because of the chanting guy. So let me roll that.
Oh, shit,
First
yeah.
guy rolled a 16, so hang on.
He needs
D4.
a 3 or a 4.
Oh, 3, so he got it.
Damn it. I didn't see it. House rules.
I don't trust your dice rolling. Alright, sorry. So this guy made it. So much going on in this first round. Alright, so he is unaffected. This guy needs a... What did he roll? Rolled a 15, so he needs a 4. Oh, bounced off the table. Nope, he failed it still. The captain. I'll roll the captain next. So the stone guard. That's advantage as well.
Oh my god.
Fails. Can't make it with the D4. So she is paralyzed. And now the Warlord Supreme. Does he have anything special for this? Oh, this is a paralyzed. So he, well, I mean, it spells anyway, but yeah, he would have advantage because it's a paralyzed effect. Yeah, so it's just advantage. Advantage. Wisdom. Oh. think he just failed.
No, he makes it no matter what.
I thought it was.
Oh, he
19
He doesn't get the D4 for himself.
Oh, I don't think he does, but let me double check the wording on that. I think it's other creatures.
What's the synaptic
Oh.
status take from?
It's
Again.
not saving throws.
Okay, yeah.
Only concentration save.
But yeah,
I
let me,
see.
let's see. Yeah, it's allies, it's not him. So yeah, he would
Cool.
become paralyzed.
Does his aura
Oh.
work when he's incapacitated?
Yeah, his aura would turn off.
What? Incapacitated means auto crits?
Well,
Paralyzed.
paralyzed means auto crits.
Ooh.
So
Who's the
that,
third person that's paralyzed?
That was this. I think both of these guys were paralyzed. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, so this guy isn't paralyzed. The one in front, because you said the front 5. Oh wait.
Yeah, 2 of them made it.
So these 2 are paralyzed. I know. Oh no, the other guy is not paralyzed because he had the bonus. So this guy was not paralyzed.
Yeah, only 3 of the 5 were.
Okay, so that makes his aura go down. And actually, we might have to end here.
Oh no!
The end of Colorado.
Three of us.
That's a
Three
long
of us
round.
never got to go.
That was
Yeah,
it
that's
for...
what happens when you roll in that one.
Wah, wah. So that was it for you, right, Hohenheim? You're concentrating and you spent
Yeah,
the
that's
5th
it.
level spell. Although,
Next time on Dragon
are
Ball
you
Z.
playing next week?
I won't be here.
Yeah,
next
yeah.
week.
Okay, so you'll still have your paralysis for now. So we'll be starting with the Deep Dwarf next week, but yeah, let's do MVP votes.
If you're okay, Lou, I can keep, like I said, playing. I might miss some weeks, but I can keep playing until you find a sub.
All right. See, that's the bad part of going first, Glenn. If there's like an assassin right after you who's hiding in the shadows, he's like, "Oh, Cassie."
Yeah.
Sweet.
I enjoy flinging him off the roof.
Fling your ass off the roof, buddy.
I like
Melon's
our-
like,
our
"Oh yes,
chain- our
finally,
chain
finally
counters,
the holds, the paralyzes."
the chain counter spells.
I'm salivating right now. Like,
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, dude.
I'm
The dog
drooling.
salivating.
And like, you see the wolf too. Like, I don't understand how they don't see the wolf, but
That was so many counter spells. Four.
So,
At
I was
least
getting
it-
ready
at
to use
least
mine
it
too.
worked. At least we didn't waste all
It's
those
like-
counters.
Right?
it's like the battle at Hogwarts. You just see a bunch of spells going off. Pew, 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 pew.
Nothing happening.
Nothing happening. Yeah. All right, Glenn with 3 votes. You are MVP.
Mine's great.
Nice.
Good job, everyone. Yeah, we'll pick up the carriage ambush
game,
next
guys.
time.
I will not be
Yeah.
here, but Uslag would, if you all get out of
Murder.
there, would not want to leave her lightning javelin
Yeah.
Cool.
behind.
Where,
So
where's this guy?
please make sure
Yeah.
that she gets that.
Well,
It's
it's
at the
drop-
very back line where the
It's
back line
getting
was.
it's getting lost. No one's
It's
gonna
like
remember.
Curious, right? Yeah.
Uslag will be like, "You guys got my javelin, right?" And everyone just looks at each other awkwardly.
What?
Oh no! It's like some
Ooh.
little kid
There you
stole
go.
it.
There's a note.
Yeah, thank you.
A note for next
Like
week.
that
I will-
troll. tried
I will
to
maybe
steal-
post.
Yeah, exactly.
I will maybe post in chat. I'll
My
be
pretty
on vacation,
stick.
but I'll still like post in chat.
She'll
and be don't forget my javelin."
like call in and be like, "Guys, pick up my javelin."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So
conference
is there an
call.
NPC? Is there an NPC that's going to join us if we're going to lose Uslug right at the beginning of this?
I don't know.
I mean, if someone wants to play her, I mean,
I'll play Uslag.
I don't
wait,
think this.
are you
I
gonna
swing it.
Right? Like, wait, what did you say?
Yeah, I'll be here next week.
Okay.
Changed his
Yeah,
mind
just for,
about
like, you know,
leaving
the
right
combo.
away. Now that he has counterspell and some paralyzes going.
Well,
Alright,
fun time. Thanks
Yeah.
for the session, Lou.
Thanks,
game
everyone.
everyone. Yeah.
Thanks
Yep,
for
thank
session,
you.
guys.
Have a
Yep.
good-
Have a good game. Good night.
Good break.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good week.
Bye, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Fire.